update that my computer wanted to do. So, did that. Now we'll see if this made everything function.
This,
What?
This Final Fantasy 16 getting rated stuff is wild.
That means it's pretty fucking close to release, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm excited. I mean, they probably have been working on it for a while.
They said that the next time they would talk about it would be next year. And what if they're just like a fucking, and it's coming out tomorrow? I mean, they wouldn't, not tomorrow, but like, whenever.
Yeah, I get that.
That'd be fun.
It's wild, yeah. It's. I did not expect it. I thought it would be a couple years. But if we're less than a year away from that game coming out, like,
I expected 2022. Like, I felt pretty comfortable about
yeah,
that.
I thought like
Um,
maybe holiday next year, but like, yeah, if it's already got its rating, it could be, like spring, yeah. It could be pretty close.
um,
Although I feel like they would have
not,
dropped like,
I don't see it happening in spring.
I feel like they would have dropped special editions and stuff by now if it was spring, because you know they're gonna drop special editions.
I wonder, right? I mean, probably.
It's Final Fantasy. They are absolutely gonna take advantage of how much people love Final Fantasy.
Yeah, but also I feel like, so I mean, obviously this isn't going to be as much of a clusterfuck as Final Fantasy 15's release was.
It can't
Um,
possibly.
but Final Fantasy 15 is just this like astonishing clusterfuck. Like they held an event, a live event. They held this like oh,
What?
if you sit in the sauna for a long time, when you get up and try to walk afterwards, it's like super hard for you to walk.
That's really funny.
That's that's fun.
That's a good touch.
Yeah. Oh, your cat gets a drink of water and splashes water on itself. You know, I bet that's one of the I bet that's one of the feline pictures you need to take.
Wolf out of Hell. Oh, cool. Event quest. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Well, I need to hunt Stygians and ogres, so.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, and if there's an event quest to do it, let's do it. Are they giving us like special? Are they giving us special materials for it, or is it extra MR?
It's extra MR.
Look, I'll take it.
Yeah. I've only done extra MR event quests so far. I haven't tried. I haven't done any of the special material stuff, other than Cove to Roth, if that counts.
Probably. Oh, what is it that reduces or gets rid of your chances of getting blighted? That doesn't matter.
Wait, out of curiosity, can you just like run around back there? Yeah. Okay, this stream seems fine.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it just wanted me to do an update.
It still seems a little hitchy, but like nowhere near as bad as before.
I mean,
So.
I'll take it. Probably what I need to do is just upgrade my GPU.
It shouldn't be a GPU thing. Like, your stream shouldn't be using your GPU. Like,
what's weird is
all.
when my GPU is the part of my build that's not like up to date is the thing. And like when I look at my CPU usage is sitting at like 1.6%. Like on the stream. So I don't know. This just doesn't make sense to me as a problem.
Yeah. I got a new greatsword. It's not better than my old greatsword was, but it does dragon damage.
That's pretty
Thunder
tight.
damage.
Oh, I guess we are fighting. Did you happen to see what it's weak against?
No.
Is this the person that lets you check?
No, the guy's outside.
Man, there's no
It's the only thing that isn't in here.
that
That
that and the
mending
tail
your tail
raider.
raider.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they should just move everything in here by this point. Like,
But then you can do the tail raider stuff from inside your room, and you don't have to leave the lobby to go to your room. So it's kind of
so then it's just the research, which is
basically.
unfortunate because yeah, I'd like to look up like, hey, what
I
element
feel
should I
like
bring in or something?
they only put the stuff in here that you would need access to at all times, regardless of how much you've played the in game. Right? So, oh shit.
Drop.
Okay.
Did
No, I
did
mean,
did it
I
drop in
dropped
here
back
too?
here. Something I didn't notice about this sword is that it has purple fucking sharpness.
That's
Jesus.
that's
Okay.
radical.
Yeah.
Okay, well it
That's,
dropped me right in the. I'm staring right at this ugly guy. He's up at like where the Kushala
give you
Daora is.
access to my webcam.
I can wait for you to get here.
There's a joke about. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I
Um.
see.
Yeah. But yeah,
Don't
if
say
I have
mean things
purple
about yourself.
sharpness-
That's dumb.
if I have a
I mean, fuck. I'm
purple
just gonna
sharp-
fight him. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, whatever. If I have
I love my
if I have purple
earplugs.
sharpness under 1200 damage, thanks. It's gonna be doing a lot more damage than the white sharpness was. So that's nice.
How much does sharpness affect damage, and how much does it just change? Like,
If you have purple sharpness, you're basically doing a critical hit every hit.
wait, it affects affinity?
No, not.
It just affects straight up the damage amount.
Yeah, like a critical hit. Not an affinity. Affinity and critical hits have they're not related, really.
Yes, they are.
No.
Affinity is your critical hit rate, isn't it?
No. Affinity is your the likelihood that your elemental damage pops.
Oh.
I mean, that's what it used to be, unless they changed it for this game. I don't think they did.
It's possible it's what it is. I guess I just, like, assumed it was that because I didn't see anything else that was, like, the critical hit rate.
Yeah.
Is there no actual marker of your critical hit rate?
I think it's like a flat percentage. Again, this is stuff I learned from listening to the Monster Hunter podcast years ago, so things may have changed.
It's possible. Did you listen to that Undertale concert?
No.
Dude,
I watched the clip that was going around of them performing Megalovania.
that's not the big thing. I mean, I get it, like, Megalovania is the meme or whatever, but, like...
I mean, Megalovania, before it was a meme, was also the song I liked from that game enough to care about.
There's a lot of really good songs from it. I like, just put that shit off, or on when I'm going to sleep now. Like, not every night, but, like, it's very good.
I ain't saying that's the, like, only good song on there, but... As all streams are wont to do here, this comes back to Frozen. I remember when I got out of Frozen, the song that I remembered from it the most was the Cold Doesn't Bother Me Anyway song. And I told people that, and they were like, oh, right. Fucking everybody has been playing Let It Go for 6 months. And I just didn't know that. That doesn't mean I didn't like the song.
It still blows my mind how much you like Frozen.
Frozen's great, man.
It's one of those things I just don't understand, and it's not even like in a this is really bad way. It's just it's such an indistinguishable movie from a bunch of other movies to me. Like, it's just like a very average movie to me.
I mean,
And
that
it
was
doesn't,
like
stand out at all.
yeah. Well, it was like that was the Disney movie. So it's not like I wasn't allowed to see Disney movies before then or whatever. Like I saw plenty of Disney movies, but I didn't really grow up with them as a big deal. I didn't watch them regularly. I didn't own them on DVD or VHS or whatever. That was like the first Disney movie that I like engaged with. What?
That's a good sign.
Oh. Okay, you know what? Actually, we're fine.
What? Did you have
was
him on, did you
playing-
not have him on the
Yeah, I was planning to take the hit and have him do the Vigor Wasp thing, and I remembered I put him onto a different thing literally right before the quest.
Huh. Ah, well, you're probably fine.
Yeah, yeah. He'll be okay.
Wake me up. Oh, he's running.
So what's your preferred flavor of Wake Me Up? Is it before you go, Wake Me Up Inside?
When September ends.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. That's, I feel like it's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
You know, like, it was one of those fads that came and went, and so a lot of people dismiss it, just kind of out of hand, but...
You know, I appreciate that you're sticking by your guns with them, or by your guns on that one. It's nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I just like Stygian Zinover.
I can't tell if that's one of our
Zinover in
better
general-
bits or not. Yeah, Stygian Zinover, like, honestly, like, the Zinover is not a bad fight. Like, I'm glad they brought it back.
Well, I mean, Zinover was like... So, this is just because of 3 Ultimate being, like, the Monster Hunter game that I really got into for the first time, probably. But Zinover and Brachydios are, like, 2 of my favorite fights. I love
Brachydios!
their designs. I don't like the way you put the emphasis there.
You pronounce so many of these monster names like way more Latin than I do. I just find it funny. They say like Brachydios, Odogarin, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't go with that. Hey Kai, how's it
you know.
going?
It's whatever provides the least stress on the most amount of syllables.
How Midwestern of you?
I don't know that I would classify that as Midwestern. The most Midwestern thing you can do is saying a sharp oath extremely loudly.
That was the sarcasm.
I don't get sarcasm. I'm Midwestern.
That's fair. That's totally fair. I'm sorry. Keep everything earnest or don't talk to me, please. It's just it's culturally insensitive to use subtext against a Midwesterner.
I've been trying to figure out if I want to spend the rest of my life in the Midwest lately. Not like I have to figure that out now, but like,
That's fair.
you know.
The thing is, you get to like decide whether or not you want to spend the rest of your life someplace constantly. The rest of your life is constantly changing its value. Writing a bunch of notes for next time my group plays D&D, excellent. I'm kind of glad I'm not DMing anymore right now, just because it's a lot of work, and I'm not feeling it at the moment. So you're DMing, right? Fuck. You've been hit with a pretty major lockdown? Like, specifically your area just got hit? Did you have like a school breakout or something? Tail off already. Let's go.
One nice thing about two nice things about the Stygian Zinover armor.
It's pretty.
Well, it's not as pretty as this. This is like, if I could choose a layered armor, this would probably be what I would want my layered armor to look like. That aside, the first nice thing is that it has earplugs on it.
That is very
only
good.
level 1, but I have a level 4 charm, so it takes me all the way there. And the other nice thing is that it keeps the 2 most valuable skills on my current set for the greatsword. Oh, jeez.
Oh, I thought he was leaving.
Nah.
He keeps barely dodging this fucking attack. There we go. Oh, he's
No, it's not like a rarity 12 set, so I don't know.
I want to get a rarity 12 so bad, but I know that I need to, like, get further in the guiding lands to get to the monsters that'll give me the stuff to do that. At least it seems like what the game design would be.
Like, I'm surprised that it isn't rarity 12, right? Because, like, the Shin Evaroth or whatever is rarity 12, and that's before you get to the guiding lands, and this is a subspecies of a dude you fight in the guiding lands. Like, surely...
I'm assuming rarity 12 is going to be exclusively Elder Dragon stuff.
I suppose. Would that mean that Rajang isn't?
Yeah, I guess so. Like, it might take some stuff from Rajang. I guess there's also going to be a lot of rarity 12 stuff that mixes Elder Dragons with other pieces.
Yeah.
At least if the top gear from the vanilla game is anything to go off of, like, that's what it'll be. It'll be Elder Dragons mixed with some of the variants and subspecies, and potentially also just some of the.
I mean, I feel like the best gear in the game is going to be like Elatrion, Fatalis stuff. Actually.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, Fatalis is gonna give you some great stuff.
I think I actually have. I was gonna say that I think I have Elatrion unlocked, but I think you need to do all of the post-game content. I'm high enough master rank for him now. So I don't know when you unlock the expedition to fight him.
That's fair.
But
it might just be that you
if I
need to do a bunch of.
If I can, I would like to get to Elatrion before Fatalis, but that might not be realistic.
I think we can do it. We've been making pretty good progress.
Yeah.
I gotta do that gathering hub assignment now. I haven't tried it yet. You know, the thing that you get right after. I haven't done either of the ones you get from the Seeker either, or from the Tracker.
I've done every assignment that's come my way, I think, so, like, I don't know which ones you're specifically referring to.
Just, like, I did the Zinover, and I haven't done anything since the Zinover.
Oh,
so,
okay, yeah.
I've got the 2 assignments that you get from the Tracker, and then I've got, the thing in the Gathering Hub that is research, or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's exactly where I'm at, too, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know that I'm, like, physically prepared to fight a Furious Rajang. I just don't know that I'm there yet.
Just the fact that, yeah, it's just a Rajang that's constantly enraged. Like, it's bullshit.
Yeah. Like, that's fun.
The Rajang was definitely a tougher fight than the Stygian Zinover. Just because of, I think, how small he was.
Yeah. Yeah.
He also does so much damage. I'm assuming that, like, the thing is the Zinover is, like, tankier. Uh-oh.
I mean, maybe.
But, like, whatever. I can,
You know, I think I might actually keep my cat on this now. Because I assume as this levels up, it gets really good.
what is he on?
He's on the horn that's just like the passive buffs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he gets a lot more stuff.
I need to raise my affinity on this gear.
Just do it.
The way I've usually heard it with affinity is that affinity is it's like a percentage, right?
Yeah.
So at 0 total affinity, you're going to be getting off elemental attacks 0% of the time.
It's all the fault. I mean, I understand why, Kai. I understand why they would put a ban exclusively on people in the college age group, because we have been seeing a lot of. I don't think it'll do anything, because the problem is, like, the kids who are going out and doing it are probably still not going to listen. It's not like it just became a bad idea to go spread COVID. Like, which I think
College
is
age kids suck. They're
Was
the
that?
worst.
college age kids. Yes,
Yeah, they're
like
the worst.
like authentically. I know you're memeing because you're a college age kid, but like genuinely.
I would like to submit as evidence the fact that I've seen everybody in my college wearing masks and 0% of people at grocery stores wearing masks.
That's fine. There's also just been big frat parties, and all this shit that you're seeing.
Okay.
So like I get it. I don't think it's a smart idea. Like I don't think the ban is a good idea, and I don't think it's gonna do anything.
I
but
feel
I understand their thought process.
I'm just going to assume that there are more people going to grocery stores every day than going to frat parties. I can't say for certain. I don't have the numbers.
The problem is that you can't tell people not to go to grocery stores. Like that shit's actually a necessity. So like this ban is like what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to stop them from being able to like have parties. It's unfairly punishing a lot of people who don't need to be punished, but
Man, I don't want to do this videos. Come on. Man. Man.
do that turf war. Come on, baby.
Oh, I haven't seen this before. This is going to be fun.
Yo!
Fucking pile drive.
Good shit. Good shit.
Pile drove. Oh. Oh, catch the bugs. Can't I catch the Zinover bugs? Isn't that a thing?
It was in the older games. I'm pretty sure when he's on his back,
Like-
you can.
But there's like a flashing, floating thing there. Shouldn't you be able to?
That is a really good point. It is just, it's also shining as though it's a drop.
Do I have to catch it with a capture net? Yeah, I do.
Oh.
There you go.
This is really cool. Dracophage bug. Oh, it doesn't actually count as endemic life. I almost said pandemic life. Jesus Christ.
But Dracophage Blug, or Blug. Yeah, Dracophage Blug is actually something you need to craft his equipment, so that's good.
That's very good. So
I
cool.
didn't know how to get that.
Extra drops. Maybe like this.
Hey,
Such easy Zinover
cat,
stays in
you,
range for so
hey,
goddamn long.
I'm gonna... I feel like I'm making a good long-term investment here by having my cat give passive buffs like this. What I'm not confident about is my performance on these quests in the meantime without having semi-regular...
Without having him there to bail you out.
Yeah.
Shooting students Boulder has something like a 3% infection rate. So you guys aren't really even doing that bad. What... Was there some event that specifically, like, triggered this? Was there, like... was there, like, 20 people who got sick at a party or something? Like, what would cause it to happen if you guys aren't, like, actually getting them right now? Meanwhile, Florida, who is currently leading the country in deaths per day, just opened their restaurants entirely.
Dude, deaths per day would be a really good fucking band name.
It probably is one, honestly.
Well, whoever came up with that is extremely smart and attractive and cool.
Dude, how many shitty hardcore bands have like started that to, like pull a name from Corona?
Probably a few, if I were to guess. You know,
At least two.
Corona's going to have like cultural knock-on effects that I don't think we're ready for.
Yeah.
Like this is the obvious one, but there's going to be a lot of mask porn.
That was already a thing too.
Yeah.
So people are gonna start looking for it. They're gonna find that it's there. It's gonna hook them, and then it's gonna just create more demand for mask porn. It's a vicious cycle, dude.
sooner or later there will be like people wearing masks out in public, and you don't know if they're sick or if they're sick or if it's a sex thing.
And you're not gonna hear Biden say anything about it.
What?
And you're not gonna hear Biden say anything about it.
Oh no, I heard it. I don't get it.
He's gonna stay silent on this issue. I'm just saying it's what our politicians should be focusing on.
I don't.
And Biden isn't gonna.
Oh, that's
it's
the
not,
joke.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah,
I'm not
we
saying
go.
Biden's
That's
into
the
mask
joke.
porn. He has a much worse kink from everything we've seen. But
Oh, come on! Don't.
Dragonblight makes your attacks suck, right? It makes you do less damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jokes on them. I already do almost no damage and suck at attacking. So.
I was gonna Google deaths per day, but then I realized that I'd get actual answers and get depressed. Yeah, that's very real.
But just look up deaths per day banned, right? Like, I don't know.
It's just gonna be a list of like how many people actually have died in bans every day. How many music related accidents have there been in the last day?
Due to reckless assemblage at concerts, this many people die per day.
Excuse me, Bracky. You just left this area to go into the other one. Why did you follow us in here?
He's just chilling.
He's in the volcano zone.
Yeah. But he's like literally made out of explosions. I feel like at some point this is still cooler than his like internal body temperature. Is that how it works? Is that how it works? Or is it like an epoxy situation where...
Apparently, according to the state database for COVID-19 outbreaks, the CU Boulder campus has received an outbreak designation. Just the campus in general. Oh, so there was an outbreak on campus? Ah, that sucks, man.
We can capture this guy.
Yes, we can. I captured my first one.
I've captured all of them so far.
There's literally no reason not to, right? Outside of resources, I guess?
Well, yeah, I mean, it depends on... There might be stuff that I can only get from killing him. Or carving.
There are a few sorority houses specifically, I think. Huh.
Thanks for the help, Steven. I'm trying to think of what I want to name my,
The dog.
my cat and dog in Rise, yeah.
Yeah, this fight really feels like nothing. Like, man, compared to the Rajang, it's literally nothing.
Yeah.
Like, the Rajang, I still cleared it on the first try, but, like, it was tough.
It took me 2 tries. My first try, I got completely fucking decimated by him. And then my second try, I only died once.
He got me down to my last life, then I was like, okay, I should put my cat on, Vigor Wasp. And I did that for the last life, and it was all good. Named them Cat Dog and Dog Cat.
No. What's like an actually solid name?
Chris.
Like I was thinking. See, the problem is, right? I named my cat in, For You, Dave, or Charles, and then I named my cat in Generations Dave, and then I named my cat in this Steve. And I like don't want to recycle the same bits, so I don't want to use.
You don't want to keep doing. You don't want to keep doing the human names on animals, as a joke.
But I need funny names, right? If I'm going to do that. Like, I think Charles, like, calling your cat Charles is extremely funny. But I don't know, like, other regular human names that's as funny as that, basically.
Just stuff that's fun to shout, I guess. Eustace? Eugene?
Oh, fuck. Eugene would be really good. Eugene would be really good. Eugene might be it.
Yeah, I've got a few very select skills.
I need 3 Tundra Ice Bones.
Oh. I'm assuming you're
I
not going to
need...
get that from the Stygian Zinover.
Okay, so let's see. Where do I get this stuff? Tundra Ice Bones. I do need to fight... Okay, so I need to go do Guiding Lands expeditions and search in bone piles. Okay. And then how do I get rhyme crystals?
Latent power, tremor resistance, windproof, flinch free. Wow, these are all actually really good skills. Part breaker. 2 levels of ear plugs.
Or are you looking at
I'm looking at the Stygian set, yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that it gets you resistance to, like, basically all the knockback stuff is pretty wild.
I'm going for beta. But... Okay, so... I'm gonna hop into the Guiding Lands real quick, actually, because I just have Guiding Lands stuff to do.
I haven't done anything. I've never gone to the Guiding Lands.
Do you want to go to the Guiding Lands?
Sure.
Okay.
What do you mean by you have Guiding Lands stuff to do? Like just harvesting things in there?
Yeah, because for some of the stuff I need to go to the Guiding Lands, so...
I'm guessing that's like the Tundra Icebone.
Yeah, where do I have like a decent gathering set? Change equipment.
I guess I can just change decorations.
Resistance, slinger capacity, stealth, scent hound, fortify, horn maestro, entomologist. I don't think I have any like gathering set right now, so you can't like post an expedition, can you? You just kind of go and then somebody else joins. How does that work?
Let's find out. I think the Guiding Lands does let you go in groups compared to regular expeditions.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, depart or join.
Okay. I'll you hit depart. I'll hit join.
Oh, you want me to hit depart? Got it. All right, depart. All right, bye, Kai. Thanks for coming by.
Dusty has departed on an expedition to the Guiding Lands. Guiding Lands, join. It is not letting me join.
I'm not actually in yet, so that might be why.
Okay. And you need to put this game on an SSD. Get that turnaround time from exiting to being there to be like 4 seconds.
I actually should. Maybe that would actually help with streaming it too.
Probably.
Yeah, I can just uninstall it and move it to my
I mean, you don't have
SSD.
to uninstall it. There's just right click on Steam and you can move it to a different library really quick. As fast as your hard drive can make the transfer. Which is, if it's on a hard drive, not very quickly. But moving games from one solid state drive to another is extremely quick. Available quests, free investigation, first Western camp. Let's go.
Yeah, I haven't... I'm assuming that there are other camps around here, but I have not.
Oh, there almost certainly are. Like, I assume the Guiding Lands, based on how big of a deal it is, and, like, they give you a tutorial about it, I assume that it's pretty big.
I'm gonna put my cat on the plunder blade, because if I'm not worried about carting, then my big concern is just going to be getting materials, so
yeah,
I'm not worried about dying here.
I'm very eager to see how my cat improves with his little horn. Plays little fun songs.
Play your little fun songs.
what's the imitation there?
No, I just like that. I just like that phrase.
Okay.
The idea of like telling them
Yeah.
to play their little fun songs is fun to
Yeah,
me.
it's nice.
Sounds
I
very
like it.
bougie.
Tail Raider Unity. Analysis progress.
Fanged Wyvern. Not finding anything so far. Okay, I'm in the Coral Highlands section.
I need to go to the Tundra section.
There's cats
So
over here.
I'm just gonna go over to the Tundra section. Oh, that's a Baroth. What's up, buddy? You normally aren't here. That's weird.
Bone pile. Coral Crimson Bone. Oh yeah, these are wildly different things. Yeah, the reveal of this section was something else.
So I understood that the Coral Highlands existed as like, or not the Coral Highlands, that the Guiding Lands existed as a place in the game,
I had no
but
idea.
I didn't know what it was. I just assumed it would be like generically themed areas that were randomly generated, so you could fight monsters or what, like the way that it worked in 4.
Yeah, that's right. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, because that was just it was just a fucking roguelike in 4.
Yeah, it was such a weird thing to include, but they did.
Signs of a turf war. Ooh, it's a flying wyvern.
So I got that. Since I can't like, oh, there's a mining outcrop here. Is literally the only area that I can get this stuff. I'm pretty sure the only area I can get this stuff in is the tundra area, and there's just not a lot of stuff in the tundra area. So like, am I just boned if I don't get it all?
It'll come back. So you just gotta
Yeah,
wait for it to
in like 20 minutes.
just run around and explore stuff. There's a lot of stuff to find.
You're not wrong.
Like this is my first time like actually just exploring the map.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I haven't even done that once, so.
Oh, I think I found a new camp. Yep, this is definitely a camp.
I think we could build the camp here. Let's ask the head honchos.
Cool, 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 cool.
This is probably like my favorite area in the game in terms of design. Like, I love how ornate it is.
Yeah, it's well, yeah, because they basically condensed all the cool shit on every map into a smaller section. So it's just more concentrated and it's more like all the stuff that made that thing cool.
Hmm. I mean, I guess I can do mining and stuff while I'm.
Oh, I haven't gone to the desert area of this at all.
I accidentally waddled. Accidentally waddled in there once.
No, I don't think anybody's ever wandled on purpose. This is straight up exactly. Okay, no, it's different on the other side, but this looked exactly like that one part of Wildspire with the
Like
with the arch, yeah.
Yeah.
This looks exactly like it, and then I got on top of the arch. I'm like, okay, no, it's different on the other side.
Oh, fucking man! I just made some fish run away. I just want to fish. I want to fish for God's sake.
That's relatable.
Fish up.
Bird up!
Oh.
Man, Eric Andre, season 4, it's coming, baby.
Is it?
Yeah. He posted a picture of himself with a vagina, I think, or was that completely separate? I think that might have been completely separate.
He posted a picture of himself like naked.
Yeah, yeah. I think he did one. He did like he did the birth of Venus, except it was just with him standing there, but he was like photoshopped to have a vagina instead of a penis. And he just like randomly posted that to his Instagram one day. But I think that was separate from the announcement. Because, yeah, that other naked picture... Oh, this is
I
interesting.
still haven't watched the Eric Andre show. I told Rory I would because it was on Hulu, and I still want to. But then, like, the day after I discovered it was on there, I got into playing Monster Hunter again, and it's just...
It's a, It's a great show. It's also a show that's super easy to just watch in clips. 'Cause, I mean, it is just a collection of skits, basically. So, you can just watch a lot of short videos.
Yeah, I mean,
Instead
I've
of
seen a
sitting
lot
down and
of
watching
bits
full.
from it.
Yeah. Bird Up is one of the better ones. I like it a lot. Bird Up is really good. The one with the guy from Jersey Shore is extremely good.
So is the Coral Highlands, like, the coolest environment in a game?
It's the most creative from World for sure. Just the sheer aesthetics of it, and I like the kind of anti-gravity feel it has to it.
Mhm.
Like, it's up there in top environments for me. I think.
I feel
I
bad
can get
for
behind that.
I feel bad for anybody who like actually keeps a glider mantle equipped for the one place in the game where you can use it.
And even then, like, you can only use it on a couple of the areas, and it's like super situational whether it's actually gonna be worth it to run it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a cool concept. They definitely could have done more with it, but there's also just so much in this game that for me to go like they didn't do this enough feels kind of weird. Because
Yeah.
I
How
say
dare
that
they,
I say
honestly.
that, but I've put in like 220 hours into this game so far, and I'm just starting the Guiding Lands. So
There's nothing to do in this game. It's awful. I'm gonna leave a negative review on Steam.
yeah,
Fucking sucks. Those are my favorite. I mean, this isn't a new take. Those are like my favorite things. There's reviews on Steam with like 6,000 hours played who say there's nothing to do.
I just assume that they're all jokes.
There are definitely ones that are jokes, right? Obviously. There are also definitely ones that aren't jokes. Like you don't write like a 6-paragraph passionate thing.
Yeah,
And like, oh, it's
there's
just a prank.
there's absolutely there's an astounding number of people who devote large portions of their life to complaining about something, like to where
And it's me.
they
I'm
spend.
that person. But
Ooh, yeah, I'm finding a lot of new stuff here.
so the idea is that the guiding lands is kind of like if you want to play Monster Hunter for the day, but
Yeah,
you don't have a quest you want to do, you just kind of slide in here and
this is like it's real cozy. Like honestly, just running around in here and just being around all the nature and all that. Like this is super cozy.
I am super excited to play this game on more powerful hardware. Because right now, I play this game a lot, and I play like technically, I guess this is a better experience than you get on something like a PS4. But because it's V-synced and because it's dropping below 60 pretty regularly, it's usually staying at around 30.
Mm-hmm.
So being able to play this without, like, being able to play this at its proper God-made resolution, uh, being able to, okay, the bones are back.
All right, there's gotta be some camp. There's gotta be a camp up here. There's no way there's not.
Okay, I got those bones. I'm going to get the crystal thing I need. Yes. Okay. But yeah, being able to play this at like max settings, not at a non-dynamic resolution, I could see myself realistically just sitting back with a controller and playing this game for the rest of time.
I definitely prefer it with mouse and keyboard, but like, I don't think this is a game I'm ever gonna not want to play anymore. Like,
Oh, I mean, I prefer this with mouse and keyboard as well, right? but like
But
at the end of the
yeah,
day, I
interesting.
engage in games differently with a controller. I don't know if that's like a universal experience, but
So I just found like the fishing spot, and I genuinely might just stay here for like 10 seconds and
yeah.
fish.
I mean, I 10 seconds? That's not a very
Or
long commitment.
10 minutes. Sorry.
Man, I'm thinking that I love this thing so much I might spend 10 seconds here. I don't know. I'm gonna steal your fish though. So, you know, that's the vibe.
Like this area that I'm in, like radical.
Yeah, I know.
You haven't been
Again,
here.
I'm gonna steal your fish. What?
You're not
Yeah,
here
I
yet.
have.
You're not here yet. Get over here.
Man, fucking. There we go.
I'm like trying to remember how fishing works in this one.
Burst arowana. There's another fishing spot over in the Coral Highlands that I was chilling by. I don't have any like bait. Like I understand you should probably have bait while you're fishing,
There are bait bugs here.
but I haven't experimented with any of that stuff yet. So like if I get a bait bug, does that just make me better at fishing or does that give me access to better fish?
I'm not entirely sure. I really haven't put a lot of time into fishing in this game. I tend to get
Yeah.
fish by just shooting my net into the water. So
I've reached the point of the game where I want to like experiment with getting more endemic life.
I still do a lot of endemic life. It's one of my favorite parts of the game.
So how do you hold on.
Ooh, bomb marijuana. That's new. How do you what?
Oh. Oh god. I I mapped the controls in a weird way, so now if I want to scroll through my if I want to scroll through my bait, I have to hold the middle mouse button and then use the arrow keys, which
Oh.
is a very weird combination.
That is very awkward. That's way more awkward than the default. Oh, there's a Kuliyaku here. I don't think I've ever actually hunted a master rank Kuliyaku.
Okay, fish is being attracted to my bait.
Oh, there's a Tobakadachi.
Fucking leave. Did you lie about how long you were going to be here?
Yes. You came and ruined my spot, so.
Fucking the fish ran away. I want to use this bait bug. That's all I want right now. That's the vibe.
No, I'll leave you to it.
And then once I've caught once I've caught a fish, you just I wonder if there's any footage of the band that my dad played in when I was younger.
I'm sure somebody has something, you know?
Somewhere on like a VHS tape or whatever. But like I don't know about like the internet.
Oh, probably not on the internet. Oh.
It wasn't like a small group. Like they played at competitions and stuff.
Okay, that was
But
fun.
also I don't know how well documented the 2003 to 2006 Kansas City blues scene was. So
That's totally fair. Oh man. Where do I want to explore next?
I was rewatching or watching for the first time. I don't know if you've seen it. There's this really nice like 2 a.m. at a 7-Eleven in 1987 video, and it's just the most comfy thing in the world.
Yeah, I
I
don't know
want to
anything
go
about it.
back, and I didn't even live back then.
2 a.m. at a 7-Eleven.
I think
Is
that's
it
what it's called.
is it similar to like that that video of like a bunch of scene kids that girl posted that everybody started freaking out about?
Yeah, yeah, same energy. Also, that's also an incredible video.
Where they're just like, this is how life used to be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not. I don't think it's that. Right? There's definitely more of that on the 7-Eleven one. But I don't think that's really that on this video. On that one, it feels a lot more like people are just like really sad about their childhoods in particular. Like they wish they could go back.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely it's wild seeing that and going like, yeah, that's how I remember people being when I was in high school, and then comparing it to like the way that my like brothers are.
It's
The fact that like that's what people were instead of Jake Paulers, you know?
yeah, yeah. Like obviously there were that was annoying at the time and stuff.
Oh,
And for some
it
people,
was definitely it was extremely annoying. Yeah.
But you know,
Like, had you actually lived through that, you would not have enjoyed that it was a thing. However, it does seem like incredibly innocent compared to the way things are now.
I'm never going to build up a mental map of what this place is like.
It's gonna take some goddamn time for sure. Like I have, because I'm still not great about the Hoarfrost Ranch, you know? Like,
Or Rock Ranch.
yes.
Okay.
What?
Or Rock Ranch.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
What do you call it? Hoarfrost Reach, like a plebeian? Doesn't mean anything. It's a ranch. They raise monsters there. Don't know what you're laughing at.
Mental image of like a dude in a cowboy hat.
I don't think you understand how badly I want another Monster Rancher game. It's been so long.
Was Monster Rancher the one that had like you put the CD in there and it?
Yep.
Okay.
That was the CD game, and it was a cool concept, but it's also just like a super cozy and cute like world. Like, the show was pretty good. It wasn't like anything stellar. I guess, you know, it was pretty fucking bad. It was a kids monster show, but like, you know, in the way
Back
that like,
down on the positivity really quickly.
well, it's just in the way that you don't want, you know, you didn't watch it because it was good. You watched it because the monsters were cute and you wanted that to be your life. You know?
Yeah.
It's the same reason why there's like appeal to like Yu-Gi-Oh and shit. Like,
Well. Okay. Yu-Gi-Oh was different. That was high quality entertainment. That I am not interested in rewatching it. No, thank you.
yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh is pretty fucking bad, dude.
It will live on in my memories as a perfect piece of television artistry. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, the scene where fucking
Wish I could
Yugi
find myself a
appears in the
Yu-Gi-Oh
frickin'
GF.
I don't remember if there were any characters in that show that I had a crush on. I don't think so.
I guarantee there was at least one. Like, the show did the waifu thing pretty well, at least in terms of character design. Like,
Yeah.
I guarantee there's at least one. Either Mai Valentine or Taya. Like, at least one of them.
I remember Taya and I didn't remember Mai, so like
Mai's an incredibly useless, unimportant character, but she was blonde with big boobs. And she was meant to be like... She was meant to be like the sex object of the show.
Between your reaction to Mai and your reaction to Daphne, I'm really beginning to feel like you just have basic taste in women. Which is fine.
No, I'm, my Yu-Gi-Oh! Waifu was Serenity. But Mai was the one that was designed to be, like, the hot one.
Yeah, but the hot one and the one you develop a crush on are usually different ones, right?
Yeah, that's why I said, like, Taya was possibly the other one. Like Taya was supposed to be the one that was supposed to feel like the girl next door situation. And then Mai was supposed to be, like, the,
I think...
the big
I mean,
mature
the
one.
first cartoon crush I had was Katara.
Yeah, which tracks.
And then...
And she was also supposed to have, like, the girl next door situation.
Yeah.
But there were definitely characters that were designed to be more of the like hot girl archetype.
Yeah,
like more than Katara was, you know?
Yeah. That was Tylee's entire thing.
Yep.
I also thought she was super cute, but you know.
She was, and because they actually made her a fucking character. Like,
Yeah.
Ty Lee's actually like a really good character.
So all 0 of our viewers have been duped into
It's just
which cartoon girls did we want to date our...
when this podcast blows up in 3 years, this is gonna be the episode everybody remembers. It's gonna be like, man, remember the waifu debates?
Okay, so here's my pitch. At some point, you know, I don't think right head, but if we ever want to seriously do a podcast or like a long form video series or something, I think doing it on the Volatile Memories channel and uploading the VODs to the Volatile Memories YouTube channel, that would be the move. Not to put additional stressors on you, but now that my parents have officially asked what in the world Volatile Memories is, and I didn't have an answer, I didn't mean to put that trap down. Now that that's happened, I feel like I need to have something about it.
Can we do a podcast that's called the 2D Summit, and it's just us picking a different franchise every time and discussing like the waifu quality of each series?
No. I don't want to go to prison. However, when we're revising the tier list, I could see that happening. I thought we would have revised the tier list by now, but then Anthony and Jordan decided to just never be online again. So, you know. Oh well.
These motherfuckers out here getting an education.
I have thoughts on the specific education they've chosen to pursue, but that's not neither here nor there.
Are you saying it's not an education?
Um,
Starring Adrian Brody. He was in an education, right?
I don't know. That was before my time.
I'm pretty sure it was in the 2000s.
Yeah,
Not
that's
the
before my
2010s.
time.
That's alright.
My time started in 2013 when Frozen was released. We've gone through this already. This is a
I will never get over being told I should give up on film because I didn't think that Frozen was a masterpiece.
Look, man. Clearly, whatever Claire says was right because I had a crush on her. So, like,
Can we,
And it's
can
clear,
we do a Camnesia waifu tier list?
no, no. Let's not actually.
Can we do a
I can
waifu
think
tier
of a
list
few
of real
reasons
people?
why that would be a bad idea. I don't know if you can, but I definitely can.
I've always been bad at lists.
Let the record show, again, for the 0 viewers, that I had a crush on her. She was the one girl who talked to me.
There were the two Abbeys. I don't know if they talk to you actually.
I mean, I remember one of them. I just don't remember the other. Oh, well.
Man, the amnesia days were wild. Like, it's just, it's funny to think that, like, that used to be, like, a significant part of my life at one point. Like, that was, like, the socializing that I did.
yeah, so that was to you what this server is to me.
I don't know if I go that far.
Cool. Look, man, I'm just looking for somebody somewhere to eventually sympathize with me on something.
This Tobakadachi just keeps chasing us, and I don't like it. Just let me kill this bird in peace. I really want them to bring the Najarala back. I mean, they're not going to at this point, but I want them to. Get fucked.
So I can go back to the tundra, and I'll almost certainly my stuff will be there. Man, fucking.
I've now successfully killed a Kuliyaku in Master Rank. There we go. Yeah,
Man.
fuck that bird up.
I was trying to throw you away, but then it wasn't working.
That's rude. Why would you do that?
Because I thought it'd be funny, and we didn't have a time limit.
That's also fair.
Did you ever find another camp? Because I found the one camp.
Yeah, I found one so far, yeah. I'm assuming there's got to be more. I don't know if there's still more parts of the Guiding Lands to discover, I guess is the main thing.
I mean, there probably wouldn't be, because we've done one for each area in the main game, right? Or if not for just the main game, also in Iceborne.
That's
like
fair, but I also don't know, like, maybe there's expansions to some of these areas or something. Actually, Rotten Vale, I haven't... Oh, I think I just walked into the Rotten Vale part.
Vale's there, yeah.
Here it is. Okay. Is it actually going to do the effluvium shit? God damn it. This is bullshit.
Yeah, Rotten Vale, that's where I was when you started talking about my... Which makes sense, because she's garbage.
I'm not going to deny. There's no good characters. Man, it's already bullshit that, like, the Rotten Vale exists.
Oh my god, do you think there's a Yu-Gi-Oh! AMV called My Chemical Romance?
Somebody has to have done something with that vague concept.
Right? I spend more time thinking about AMVs than the people who made AMVs thought about AMVs.
As somebody who made a brief AMV, I agree.
I made let's see. Oh, I think I've discovered like every area, because I'm looking at the map now, and there's no nothing goes off into nowhere. Yeah. Which means I think I discovered every camp.
Okay, so this is just the Valhazak's lair. Bone shards and mining outcrops are the big things, it looks like.
Were you and I talking when we were going back and... No, that was a separate conversation. I had a conversation with somebody about a Gurren Lagann music video, or AMV.
I need to watch that.
And we found what that person who made that AMV was up to these days, and it was extremely wholesome to me, because I thought it was extremely funny that this person who made an important cultural milestone like that AMV has gone on to be somebody who is still just talking about anime.
Are they doing like anime reviews now or something?
No, no, they just do cosplay and stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. Again, it's not bad. I think it's legitimately cool.
Yeah, no, cosplay is like something I admire. It's something I actually do want to try at some point. But
And they like
man,
made
it takes a lot of time and
AMV
resources.
last year.
What was that?
They made an AMV like last year. Like hell yeah, go for it. I don't think this stuff respawns. So I think I need to
Something you just casually do over time.
no, because I got all 3 I needed of 1. I think I'm just gonna have to hop out, jump in here again, grab that last thing, and then so I'm gonna leave now. I'm gonna leave the expedition.
Okay.
You can stay in here. It's not like it's gonna close the expedition.
I am gonna stay in here.
Well, it's a good thing that I gave you permission, so.
I was gonna do it anyways.
Large Kuliyaku beak. Forget how little stuff you could get from killing monsters during expeditions.
Yeah, like the mission rewards. I mean, that's what investigations are for, right? Like investigations are how you load up on rewards for killing a monster if you just need to grind one.
I mean, the pitch is basically that. The pitch is a great local newspaper in Kansas City, Missouri. The pitch is also that that's just kind of how you grind out decorations, right? Because you still get the same amount of decorations, you just don't get the same amount of monster parts. So you do like investigations for parts, expeditions for decorations, sort of.
I suppose. I'm definitely not somebody who's knowledgeable of all the meta. Like I don't look shit up and I just kind of like discover it as I discover it. So I don't there's definitely probably things that I missed or learned incorrectly.
I need heavy
think
dragon
that's all
vein
it is.
bones and prosperous crystals.
Those both sound like a lot.
Let me look that up.
I can't wait to fight a master rank Xenojiva. Oh, there's a Barioth on the field. Great. Going to the ice area is going to be a bitch. I think I've explored everywhere. Okay, so
Okay,
that's
so
section 3.
those crystal things you do need to do, or the crystals you can just get from mining, but the there's 4 stuff. No preference, no. Okay. But the bones you do need to kill monsters for in the Guiding Lands. So
Yeah, that tracks.
I should probably get at least the other camp here done before I really.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Like,
sweep
start
the,
to play.
I'm just gonna sweep the snow area real quick to see what kind of stuff is in there, and then jump out. Man, I am not a Barioth fan.
I like Barioth a lot. I think he's a cool guy.
The fight is hard.
He's he's difficult. But aren't we all really? So,
No, I'm a very simple man.
That's obvious.
You literally, I admitted that. I said that was the case.
You can be simple and difficult at the same time.
Whoa.
That's the
I'm not seeing anything worth grabbing out
Oh
here?
my fucking god. Oh fuck. Little dudes that I can capture with the net.
Those are the best, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh, signs of a turf war.
Yeah, I've been trying to grab a bunch of those.
I just saw my first one, so you know, I'm doing well.
It's interesting because like they don't really alert you that they're there. You just have to like actually look for them, and go up to them. Because they really don't tell you that they're there.
I assume that the guiding lands is a better way to do to get endemic life than most other ways.
It feels like a nice. So what I do like about the maps, and it's a thing they don't really talk about, but like if you go on like an expedition into a map, like you can just hang out there for like whole day night cycles and see the endemic life change. And there's some things that you can only get if you wait to certain times and all that. And that's one of the coolest things about it, honestly.
Oh yeah, like if I had, yeah, like I think if I spent, like, I could queue up hardcore history podcast and just spend like 5 hours
Yeah,
getting into
if
life and stuff.
if you wanted to actually like get into like the ecosystem is like fleshed out and you can get into it and you can just go on an expedition and just sit out there and like play the game that way, and I think that's rad. Like
This is
nobody
something I was thinking
does
about with Monster Hunter Rise, because so like obviously the Monster Hunter communities I'm in are kind of predisposed towards thinking extremely highly of the changes that Rise is making, uh, and being sort of down on the changes that World made.
that. Really?
Yeah. Um,
I still
Lots of
don't get
people are
that.
very excited that Rise seems to be kind of a return to form as such. Um,
I don't understand how people approach games sometimes.
I sort of agree. Like, I definitely sort of agree. I think that World made some weird decisions, and Rise seems to be going backwards on a lot of them. But I think what's being lost in the shuffle there is that as people don't appreciate or don't tend to appreciate um, the original Monster Hunter games, who just got into the series from World, there's a lot of people who say like the series got good with World or got interesting with World.
Yeah.
I think in the older Monster Hunter community, there tends to be a lot of people who think that World has very little to offer, which is like not true at all. It's an amazing game, and it made some changes that made it very different from past Monster Hunter games. But that's okay. It's going for a different thing.
I guess that's ultimately what it comes down to, right? Is it's when it gets into like the sure, maybe it's a good game, but it's a bad blank game. Like it's a bad game for the series or whatever. And it's like, what does that mean? It's like it feels like this weird arbitrary thing where they decide like this is what this series is supposed to be, and doing something different is wrong and bad. And it's like, I don't know. I can't
So,
vibe with looking at games that way.
so I hear a lot of people saying that about the Fallout series, right? A lot of people say like Fallout 4, good game, bad Fallout game. That was like a really common sentiment.
It happened with Breath of the
Um,
Wild. It happened with
but I think Fallout 4 is a particularly interesting and noteworthy example here, because then pretty immediately afterwards we got the Outer Worlds, um, which is kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum, where the Outer Worlds kind of sucks. Uh, but it's exactly what you would want from a new game in the stylings of Fallout New Vegas, right?
it's because Fallout's always sucked. Yeah.
Um, think again, sweetie. Have you seen Lord Jackal play Fallout 1 on Twitch?
Jesus Christ. Someday I'll make a return to Fallout streaming and it'll become my career.
Remember remember that, Chris? Remember when you said you were going to play through the entire Fallout series on Twitch before Fallout 4 released?
I'm
And
sorry,
you gave up halfway through 1?
I'm sorry I wasn't expecting to have, like, my fucking 20 hours of progress on Fallout 1 get soft locked. That was genuinely it. Like it was like one of the most demoralizing, like, experiences I'd ever had. Like in gaming, when it was just like yeah, well, you're just gonna have to start over from the beginning. It was like,
It was
fuck.
not. It was not soft locked.
It was.
Okay. It was not soft locked. You totally could have escaped that base. You just would have needed to save and get the perfect luck after every single move.
Exactly. Like,
That's not a soft lock.
well,
buddy.
no. Here's the thing. So I looked up like what would happen if I had been able to get out of there, and like what I found was it was like even if I got out, I still would have been like fucked because it would have put the game into like some kind of mode. It really was just like a thing where it's like you were just like not. I was just not ready for it. Was like the ugly truth of it.
Are the bone piles ready yet? No, they're not. Man, I just want some bones. That's all I want. Here's a bone pile. Is this gonna give me what I need?
More
Hoary ice
signs
bone,
of
hoary
turf
ice bone,
war.
crystallized bone shard, hoary ice bone. I don't need hoary ice bones. Yeah.
I gotta be honest, like when you're in just gathering mode, it's making me like really appreciate the movement changes and the inventory, like management, like streamlining a lot. Like I appreciate the movement changes in combat, but I'm like really feeling it here.
That's something I'm still like not.
The inventory stuff.
So I think the decision to move away from having everything in the game go into your inventory so you can only collect a limited amount of stuff. I think getting rid of that was an okay decision. Like not universally good, right? I think that was okay. I think the decision to make gathering completely non-committal, it's kind of weird.
Well, it's one of those things where to a lot of people it was putting people off. Wait, why does Kadzino is streaming?
Yeah.
Like they have a streaming channel, or why does Kadzino the series is like
Yeah.
now available
Why
on
does
streaming
Kadzino-
services?
So they've been doing. They opened a new YouTube channel where they've been re-uploading all of their sketches in HD.
Huh.
And doing commentary videos and stuff, and then along with that, they've started basically every Saturday they're doing like a podcast on their Twitch channel.
Interesting. Is it
Yeah.
like entirely the original cast?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, it's just them like talking over Zoom or whatever. Like, it's not really it's not like highly produced, and I don't know that it. They've said that they want to fund like a movie. That's one of their goals. Yeah. Seeing their sketches in HD on their YouTube channel is wild. Because I'm so used to terrible, awful transfers.
That's fair, yeah, because for the longest time, the way you had to watch it was just really shitty uploads that people made like 10 years ago, where
Yeah.
they like recorded it off of the TV onto a VHS, and then they pointed their digital camera at the TV as it played the VHS,
And like,
and then they uploaded that with the Bandicam logo on top.
Yeah, and like they've opened official YouTube channels before. I think at this point there are like 3 official Whitest Kids You Know channels.
Nice.
But this is the first time that they've actually had access to the masters.
Where they just didn't have access. Oh, I guess that makes sense. They wouldn't have the rights.
Yeah. So let's see. Wish list. Everything I need there. I have everything I need.
The longer I am a creative and exist around creatives, the weirder it feels for creatives not to have control over the stuff that they create. Like, I get it. I understand why rights work the way they do, but it just feels fucking weird. They're streaming, doing a whole revival. They're producing a movie.
They're trying to produce a movie, right? That's the thing.
Man,
They're trying to raise funds and stuff.
How long have they been inactive? It's been a while.
Yeah, a long time.
That's really cool.
I'm surprised. I've linked their YouTube stuff before, I think.
Yeah, but I don't pay attention to the stuff that you say.
Oh, that's true.
That's good. Like, there just has not been a lot of sketch comedy. Especially not a lot of good sketch comedy. How's it going with your D&D character? This week was, like, slammed. And I just didn't really have time to do anything. This is the first day where I wasn't, like, busy, like, morning to, like, 10. So I'm planning to do more on it this weekend.
Where are mining points in the forest area? No, where are mining points in the forest area?
Everybody's too busy. Your only play so far? I thought Tyler was doing it. Tyler's also been really busy, though. He's been more busy than I have with Dwarven Forge stuff. I've just had stuff outside of Dwarven Forge.
Where are mining points in the forest area? That's bone pile.
Do the gathering points, like, randomly appear, or...
Pretty sure that's a yes.
Okay, because I was wondering why they didn't, like, mark themselves on the thing, and I think, like the Songs of Turf War, I think you just have to randomly come across them and actually physically find them yourself.
I definitely haven't found... Yeah, hold on. I thought I've explored all of the areas, but I just saw one area that went into a place I haven't been before, so I'm gonna go check there. Maybe that's where the mining area is. Because for one of these things, I need to get crystals from the forest area,
Why
and I
did I
don't
go there?
know.
There's a reason why I wanted to kill a Kuligaku. Oh, I have a new quest now. Oh. It's because of all the new materials I found. Layered weapons?
King of Frogs 2 left the online session.
Oh
Full.
no, he's my favorite. Layered weapons is a really cool idea.
I think King of Frogs 3 is really where they perfected the formula and when they added the slide, but like, you know.
Yeah. How did you feel about the reboot?
I think generally speaking, it accomplished the same goals in like a smarter and kind of wittier way. But I don't know that it had the same charm. Like, the people that we associate with the original King of Frogs were a lot more core to the experience than I think I realized.
Mm-hmm. I get
Ultimately, like, reboots with something as important as King of Frogs are hard to handle. Because even you could have the most talented directors and producers in the world, and the only thing that you would end up with is something that people are comparing to the original. I don't know that it's even worth trying.
I feel that. I guess, you know, it was a good game. I just don't think it was a good King of Frogs game.
Yeah.
I guess it's
Yeah,
ultimately what it
right?
comes down to.
Right.
Yeah. Do you get stuff if I use these purple coin? Like the channel points? I don't get anything. Channel points it's a thing that I haven't really done much with on this channel. They basically let you do stuff like unlocking emotes and stuff like that. It's kind of like a rewarding people for watching the channel situation, as opposed to a currency.
So
Bits are currency.
Channel points were implemented a few months before they added mandatory pre-roll ads or mid-roll ads. So what they were trying to do, where they were trying to increase regular viewer retention on streams instead of just passively watching them in the background, so they could make the viewership or the like ad buys more valuable for Amazon.
Man, when you lay it out that way, that seems really shitty.
I mean that's what it is, right? Like the rollout
It-
between those two was so.
It makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that definitely tracks. God, that's depressing. Why won't they just not make money?
Right. Right.
I hate when artists keep asking to make money off of the things that they create.
Yeah, artists like Jeff Bezos. He's my favorite
Artists like
artist.
Jeff Bezos. He paints.
He flunked out of art school, and it started this whole thing.
Yeah. You know, if he hadn't failed out of art school, he wouldn't have had Amazon. If you think about it that way. He's not such a bad guy after all. Why? Just because you know will make Santana and Rob Thomas bigger than Jesus. They're bringing them back too. Just putting them in the... Wait. Are Santana and Rob Thomas just like... in Whitest Kids You Know now? I feel like Santana being in Whitest Kids You Know is a little awkward. Just given the name of the group.
I think so. Unless I missed something on their... I haven't seen today's stream. To be clear, I haven't seen last stream in its entirety either, but they did post like best of clips on their YouTube channel, so
That's fair.
I basically saw it.
I read a summary. They did a D&D episode where the characters looped the song while they murdered people. Their D&D game is hysterical. Wait, Whitest Kids You Know is doing a D&D game?
Yeah, they've been doing D&D stuff as well. I've watched 0% of that. Because you would have to pay me to watch D&D.
Whitest Kids You Know doing D&D might genuinely be one of the only interesting... That might be one of the only times I would actually want to watch people play D&D. They might actually like make it entertaining.
It's just so long form.
That's
Like,
fair.
I
I mean, that's
can't-
the nature of the
can't
thing,
do D&D.
and that's why I can't. So the issue with like,
Hey, what did you just post? Because I'm like ready to go.
I'm just hunting a Kuliaki. Well, what did you want to do?
I mean, okay, hold on.
I was just
I
gonna.
think I need to do another. I need to do another Stygian Zinover.
Stygian Zinover. Okay, we can do that.
Yeah. If you could post that quest again. Or actually, I think I need to post it so I can use a thing.
You can use a what?
A thing.
A voucher?
Yeah.
You can use them when you're joining or creating quests. I've been using them. They edit out all the bullshit, and Timmy is a fast as fuck DM anyway. It's basically an improv show. Oh, that's really good. See, that's really what it comes down to. And it's a thing. So the problem is because it's so long form, especially if it's a weekly thing. It's the issue we run into with. It's the issue we run into with our show, right? Is like I would love to have enough time to make it a short show. Like. But just the reality of D&D is, like, you need to actually have enough things happen to actually have an episode. But then you get all, like, the time, especially in combat. Combat is the hardest thing to make interesting in a D&D show, I think. Which is bizarre, because when you think about it, like, visually, like, you'd figure that would be the most exciting thing. But everybody taking all those turns and everything, like... Are you, posting it?
Yeah.
But yeah, so just to be able to, like, briskly cut between everything and have it, like, all still flow well, it's hard. You gotta have somebody whose time is to do that. So if they have, like, a dedicated editor, that's really what it is. If they have an editor, that's great. They have 4 people trying to have their own comedy adventure and one guy trying to keep them on the tracks of a module. It works. Okay, so it's kind of like the McElroy approach then. It's like the Adventure Zone.
Sorry, I'm just working on...
It's fine.
No, it's not fine. I fucked up.
What did you fuck up?
God damn it.
What did you fuck up?
Nothing.
If you're gonna apologize, I want you to apologize in detail.
Hublass. She said, "Hey, you." When here we go, Wolf out of Hell. Players 2. You know, let's keep it real here. Eastern Camp.
I did the sauna thing where you have a hard time walking afterwards. It's very good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, quest posted. Okay, money.
The cat drinking a little water. That's very
Right?
good. That's very good.
The cat's the thing that sells it.
That's very good. All right. All the little details in this game like make it, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, the dedicated play with your cat button is like the only good feature in a video game. Did you see that they're going to have multiple play with your pet buttons in Rise?
Well, yeah, one for your cat, one for your dog, yeah?
I don't think so, because there were 3 options there.
Oh, no. Maybe play with both?
Maybe.
If they actually do just have, like, a play wheel where you can just have, like, custom play sessions with your animals, that's great.
I don't think I need to follow the trail. I'm seeing a Rathalos fight a Stygian Zinover right now.
Oh. Did it drop you? So it dropped you right on him?
They're just roaring at each other.
Get in there and trigger the, Oh, wow. They're up at the very top.
No. Just... Come on, keep roaring at each other. This is extremely funny.
I'm coming.
They're just like standing on this little platform here. Oh no, they by the time you got here, they've moved.
Man, I'm finally here, performing for you. Come on, I know you can hit that.
Just hanging out.
All right, I'm here.
This is just bullying Zinogre.
Is he actually doing damage? If he's doing damage, let's just, like, let it happen.
Oh, he just spotted you. You don't have a... Oh, now they started a turf war.
Yeah, that's the thing, is, like, the hunters have to be in the area for it to trigger. Alright, let's go. He's got a bug active. Oh, and he left, so let's go ahead and catch this. They both just booked it. Like, as soon as the fight started. Alright.
I don't know how this is gonna go.
What do you mean?
Because the thing I need is, like, I think it's his rarest part, so I don't have my hopes high that this is going to be.
What do you need? A gem? A mantle?
Yeah, I need... Okay, let me check real quick. It has the symbol that the rare parts always have. A Stygian Zinogre Skymerald.
Okay, that's a gem. Great. Yeah, so that's going to be a carve. You can get it as a reward. But yeah, that's generally speaking...
Okay, so we should kill him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if you capture, you get extra rewards. So it's... You'll get chances to get it from capturing too.
Hey, let's kill him. Fuck him up.
Oh, we could also do special arena for him, yeah?
I already did.
I have a special arena for him, so...
Oh, then yeah, of course. If I'd known that, I wouldn't have,
Well, I mean, and also, like, we did capture the last one, so you should have a special arena again.
Does it work like that?
Yeah. Every time you capture something...
After the first one.
No,
After the first one, it had a random chance of popping it.
No, every time you capture a monster, you get a special arena for it.
Oh. Well. The more you know. That doesn't seem right. Like,
No,
I
why
believe
wouldn't?
you, but that doesn't seem right. These are monsters whose only other quest is their special arena quest. So, in order to get them to pop, you would just need to. I guess you could get them in investigations or whatever, or not investigations, expeditions. I'm very eager to see this current greatsword I have leveled up.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
I feel like a rarity 12 version of this sword would just be obscene.
Oh. All right. There we go.
I do want to focus on getting his tail off.
Alright. Going to tail. Yes! Help me get my healing boost. He's about to go down.
Ah, my last attack didn't hit.
Go.
Oh, by the way, let the record show that I was right when I kept saying it felt like the greatsword didn't have any additional moves in Iceborne.
There's no way they didn't do something.
The only thing it adds is now if you hit the slinger button during a combo, after the first attack, it does a little slinger shot, but it's completely useless because you're never going to do more damage with that than you would with the second sword hit. So
It's is it a dodge though?
no.
Or is it? It probably has some kind of bonus effect. But yeah, so everything got something.
I feel like classifying what the greatsword got as something compared to what some of the other weapons got is
I don't know what you would add to the greatsword. I don't know. I'm sure there's probably something else.
They added tons of moves to the greatsword generations. Like you can just crib something from any one of those styles.
Yes! God, I love fighting in this area.
That's the one thing I'm going to miss about Rise. Because Rise is dropping the
environmental stuff?
well, it's dropping the slinger, and none of the areas we've seen have had environmental stuff so far. So, did you watch today's demo?
No.
Okay, so here's all I'm saying, right? Monster Hunter Mondays, obviously a meme.
Yes.
We should have a framework for a Monster Hunter podcast-esque thing up and running by the time that Rise releases.
Oh man. He triggered the other crystals.
Yep. I fucked up. I don't have depth.
Oh, I thought he triggered it. Okay.
Oh no, I did.
Paralyzed. Fuck him up. I think
I
it's
wonder if
100,000
there's, like-
viewers. They said to me, we'll auto-fellatio. They're at 996. I think we can do it.
Who's leaving these comments?
Colby.
Okay. I technically have the chat open on my phone, but I have the chat or my phone closed, so.
Yeah. Tails off. Get your tail here.
Wait, let me just carve it real quick while you're doing the actual fighting. Oh, this fight is
Wait, is Rathalos here now too? Jesus fucking
Yeah.
Christ. Alright, hang on. He's gunning for me specifically.
hide. Oh, my affinity's up, thanks to my cat.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, keep fighting each other. There we go. Yeah, 100,000 viewers I don't think is going to happen. Like, Critical Role, I think, is always going to be the biggest D&D show until they stop being a D&D show. And they pull 30,000? Something like that? Might be more than 30,000. I genuinely can't remember. I'm so tapped out of the D&D scene, which is odd considering how much. I guess I'm not tapped out of it. I don't like watching. I don't like watching people play.
Way more about the D&D scene than 99% of people do.
That's fair.
99.99999.
It's kind of my job at this point, and it's also I don't know. It's
literally
weird.
your job at this point.
Huh?
It's literally your job at this point.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's also like it's my job. It is something I'm interested in. It's just it's weird because like I'm invested in it growing, but I also just don't like what a lot of it is.
Am I allowed to insult your employer on the show, or is that against the rules?
In what way?
Do you want me to just say the insult and then we can?
Yeah, don't tell you if it's okay or not.
Okay. The fact that they haven't actually hired you yet is fucking insane.
Oh yeah, you can't say that.
Cool.
I mean, here's the thing. Most of the employees aren't salaried.
Yeah, who the fuck cares? The fact that they're consistently fucking people over is not an excuse.
It's not fucking people over. Look, if I like really wanted a salaried position, that'd be one thing. But like, I don't really. I don't know. I don't know that I want that.
Spend like half of your waking days complaining about healthcare.
Well, sure. But like, it shouldn't have to come from. I don't think that's their fault. Like, I've got free healthcare. Wait, I don't spend half my waking days complaining about healthcare.
You haven't in a bit.
I'm complaining that, like, it isn't a thing that our country's better at. But, like, it's not that I specifically need it.
You were complaining about... Oh, wow. Wow. Look who's not complaining about healthcare now. Real good. Real smart.
Look. If the Democrats had their way, what I would have gotten right there is a death with dignity. You think I want that? You gonna force that on me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yes.
Jesus. Hmm. He's talking a lot of shit. It's a good idea. I'm definitely getting sloppy, just because I'm not paying much attention during this fight, honestly.
You're just so mad about how you're being exploited by the owners of the Capitol. I can understand.
Literally not. Literally not.
Constantly upset. Seething.
Like, honestly,
Oh,
I
like-
could just fucking walk away at this point and be fine, considering how much, like, how well off I am at this moment in time.
So, like... Do you think you're considered a terrorist?
Yeah. Because I've gone to the protests.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been thinking about. I want to start going back out now that the Kickstarter's over and I have more of my life. But I mean, yeah, we did get constant comments about how our company is a terrorist organization. So I guess in that respect.
I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, right? Let's say I was subscribed to any one of the ISIS propaganda YouTube channels, right?
Only
they
one of them?
exist.
Yeah.
exist.
So
Like,
in the
let's-
hypothetical
let's say-
world where you're subscribed to only one of the Antifa or only one of the ISIS YouTube channels.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Or like, I mean, 3, 4, 5, whatever, right? That's just an arbitrary number of YouTube channels for
Yes.
ISIS. Presumably, I would be
YouTube channels for
on a
ISIS
list.
sounds like a weird charity.
Presumably, I would be on a list, right?
Yeah.
Like, as like an active threat. I subscribe to many YouTube channels that are either sympathetic towards or directly associate themselves with Antifa. Am I now considered on a dangerous watch list? How does that work?
So, I think the difference is that we're talking about a situation where I don't think the government genuinely thinks Antifa is dangerous. They just want people to think that. So, like, I don't think that they're actually actively monitoring who's in there. I think they want this so that they can get rid of people who they think are like leaders. But I don't think that they're actually afraid of the people protesting. In the same sense that they are concerned about ISIS, like, making attacks or whatever.
Sure, but the classification of something as a terrorist organization must have knock-on effects other than being able to put them in jail, right? Like that's...
I mean, yeah, if you expect them to, like, apply the law evenly. But I think that's the
Like,
main
am I
problem.
just gonna get? Am I gonna get like taken away to Guantanamo Bay? Or
I would love to see them, like, wrap up, like, the entire population of New York City and just send us all off to prison. So, like, yeah, well, they were all terrorists. I don't know what to tell you.
it is surreal hearing people I love talk about. So okay, I'm just gonna pass a few ideas past you here, right? Would you say that it's a fair assessment to say that New York City is currently a burning hellfire nightmare place where nobody is happy and it would be incredibly dangerous to visit there?
No, not even close.
Okay. Because that is...
That's the story
what-
being spread around. I know, I've seen people posting
Yeah.
about it.
That is what my... when I talked about wanting to go to New York next year, I was talking to my dad about it. And he was like, son, it ain't the same since you were last there. I'm glad you got to saw it while it was still...
Like, it is true, it's not the same, but it's mostly just because things are locked down. The protests, genuinely, are not dangerous unless the cops, like, start shooting shit. Like, none of the ones I was at, I don't know. It's not the way things actually are. Like,
That's what I assumed. But, like, man. Oh, right, I can take this little shortcut now. Because I unlocked the cats. That's nice. Wait, what happened?
got disconnected somehow. So we're both just doing the fight on our own.
Am I still... Okay, you got disconnected, I didn't.
Okay.
Thank goodness. Because I was gonna say, like, my internet's been good lately, and if my internet was starting to shoot... Or,
What's the thing is, I never disconnected from the call, and the stream didn't go down or anything, so... It's just Monster Hunter for some reason disconnected.
and you should play Tetris Effect.
I would like to, actually. Everything I've seen about it seems great.
You should play Death Stranding.
I'm planning on it.
In a in the way that you're planning to play a lot of games, or like actually planning?
It's probably the thing I'm gonna stream next. I just, you know, we've been doing Monster Hunter.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of streaming next, what's the deal with the Perry thing? And then when's that when's that starting? What's the...
It was gonna be tonight, but he had a rough day, was too tired, and so it's been pushed to next week. Just
Okay.
sometime vaguely next week at night.
And
the
let's
reason
say
is
I'm an idiot who doesn't know what it is exactly. What is it?
He's playing through Nier Automata.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
And I'm going to be co-commentating. I'm going to be kind of
Okay,
walking
yeah,
him
okay,
through it.
okay. That's what I figured.
Yeah. Because it's a situation where he finished Route A, and he started doing Route B, and he was like, oh, so I just unlocked, like, a different character? Like, I don't care enough to go again.
Yeah.
And so I was like, look, dude, you need to, like, actually see the rest of this. And,
Okay.
yeah. So he's actually
Yeah,
going to
you
play
should,
it. He started from the beginning again, though, because it's been a couple years. And so he doesn't remember shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. I mean, I had something similar happen. It didn't take me that long, but it was like definitely a few months between beating Route A and moving on to Route B.
I never had a problem with it, but I think it might also just be because my approach to games tends to be very completionist. So, like, the idea of, like, okay, playing through it again with a different character, like, is not, like, a big deal to me.
Also, you know, I don't know if how much this impacted it, but you also did do that playthrough while I was just on the high of having beaten that game, and I was excitedly talking about every single thing in the chat.
That's fair. I mean, it's one of my favorite streaming experiences, for sure.
That was nice, yeah.
And it's interesting because to a lot of people, they're like, yeah, this isn't a good stream game. And I think it depends on what kind of streamer you are, I guess. Like, because I've never been an entertaining streamer. So, like,
yeah, that's clear.
So, like, slower games.
I think that I think that my favorite streams that you've done were actually the Fallout streams. My second favorite streams that you've done, I should probably just capture this guy. Right. I'm asking for your expert opinion here. Do you think I should capture him?
It's faster.
And then if it turns out that I can't actually get this stuff here, then whatever.
I've always gotten gems from, like, I've gotten every other gem from the capture before, so I'm pretty sure you'll be alright.
Yeah, I should be. I'm very excited for Replicant.
Same. So the original Nier is something that I played several hours of, but then I didn't finish. So I'm actually excited to...
Nier is something I didn't play. So.
Yeah. That's the thing with a lot of people. Like the original Nier, yeah, it didn't get that much play. I started playing it and I enjoyed it, but I don't remember what it was. I think it was like a situation, I was playing it out on Colby's PS3, and I wasn't consistent with finishing a lot of games on there, because it was always a thing of, like, it always feels bad to, like, playing on somebody else's console, and then you feel like you're just taking it, like, the time away from them, and all that. But...
Okay, so I have what I need to make the Greaves. Let me go make the Greaves.
Oh god, the Rathalos Turf War is so cool.
The what?
The Turf War between the Rathalos and Zinover. This is very cool.
Yeah.
Oh god. I was planning on capturing him, but I accidentally killed him by ramming him into a wall. Oh well. What were we talking about before this? Right, so you actually like the Fallout streams more than the other stuff?
Yeah,
Interesting.
I really like that. I think
remember-
that
I remember
watching
Silver
you
Dawn.
watching you play an RPG was really fun. Especially a game like that where like I loved that situation that you got in because you were able to push it really far. And like that I think that was the part that's why I'm like still kind of hung up on that, right? Is that like I get that that was kind of a natural stopping point for that playthrough. But it was also genuinely some of the most fun I had ever had watching a stream, was watching you slowly figure out how to get out of there.
I just remember spending hours trying to work my way out.
Mm-hmm.
And then the problem was that you get to the exit and there's fucking guns that just watch that entire like exit. So even if I'd gotten out the front doors, it's just like what do I do?
Yeah, we were looking at it and it was like if you would have to get like perfect rolls, so you'd have to save and load and save and load and save and load and save and load and exit the game, and it would be a nightmare. That'd be a story, and it was a story as it was, you know.
Yeah.
Let the record go.
Yeah, it like there's I hit the wall like.
Okay, weather update. You can only get this thing from
You looked it up?
you can only get the Skyrim from Carves.
Well, I just carved and I didn't get it.
Let's do a hunt. I mean, do you want to do another different monster? Do you want to do something different? Otherwise, we can do a special arena.
I'll do whatever. Actually, let's do the special arena just to do it. Because you can't capture that one anyways. Like you have to carve it, so let's just kill it and carve it.
Well, you can capture it.
True, but like, why would you?
Yeah.
You now heard Zach and Timmy read something you wrote? That's excellent. I should look into their shit, actually. I had no idea they were back.
Okay, fucking let me look this up.
What?
WKUK. Have I not posted this?
Hey, you.
Jesus Christ.
What?
I haven't posted it.
Ha! Get fucked!
Quiet. It's... Oh, no, I have. Never mind.
Oh.
August 4th, 2020. Therapist banging just seems like a bad idea. IDK. At any rate, whitest kids you know have started up re-uploading their show in HD, starting with Sex Robot, which is as good of a place as any, and then I linked it.
Alright, but that's not the streams. I knew about that.
I didn't know that you'd care about their streams. You didn't care about their HD uploads.
Look, man. The quest is up.
Why were we talking about therapist banging? Therapist banging. What's
Yeah, that's a really concerning idea, actually.
Oh, you linked to a review of 50/50, and then I said that man falls in love with his therapist angle, and then Scotty said that banging your therapist was the forbidden fruit. So,
Scotty is fascinating.
like, he's not wrong, but you're not supposed to say it.
Yeah. Yeah. Real shit. Well. I'm gonna put my Palico on Plunderblade just to increase the chances that I get this Skyrim.
I'm not. He's not a hero. By hero, I mean I like to waste people's time. So, we need to carve his tail.
Yes.
I think there's a marginal chance of getting a Skymerald if you break his head, because it said the reward for breaking his head was that.
That's fair. Okay, so we
So I
break the
don't-
head. Maybe I should use my... no, hammer's pretty bad against something that fast. It's only good once he's, like, on the ground. So I have to focus that head. Focus the head instead of the tail, I guess?
Yeah, we seem to get the tail, and then
What are you doing over here?
I don't know. I was just seeing what was over there. I've never been over there.
I hope he's tiny.
He's not. He's like regular sized. He might be a bit small actually, but he's definitely not
He
tiny.
looks a little smaller than usual, I think. He's smaller, it's easier to reach his head.
Do monsters like Zora Magdaros and Jin Moran vary in size?
I don't know.
Is there like... Yeah? You think that?
Yeah. I don't think they do, just because they have, like, different rules for a lot of their stuff.
I wish the Jin Moran fight was in this game. Because, like, my beef with the Zora Magdaros fight isn't that he's a big boy. It's fine to be a big boy. It's that it's just so inactive. Huge chunks of that fight are just waiting. At least with the Zora Magdaros, you constantly have, he's on one side of the ship, he's on the other side of the ship. You can jump onto him. And then the fight goes to the ground, and you have to avoid his attacks. It's cool. It should be illegal for Wyvern Tears to drop. That's what I'm at.
He's paralyzed.
Well, so am I, so.
How'd you get paralyzed?
Well, I'm stunned.
Oh, okay.
In awe. Wait, hold on. My cat can just heal me? That's one of the things his horn can do?
Yeah.
Man. Okay. Maybe the horn is the thing to stick with.
It's pretty good, especially if you're gonna do group hunts. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Dancing on a drum.
Yeah, it's pretty cute. Oh.
So, something happened there.
Yeah, you want to talk about it?
Yeah. I was looking at the thing that said I wanted to see him on the drum. It said he got divine protection. I was like, oh, what's divine protection? Oh, he's dead.
Divine Protection is the, that's the thing that, like, that charm that you start the game with does, where every now and then it just, like, lowers the damage you take.
Well, it didn't do it then. Let me tell you what.
It probably lowered it, but it wasn't enough.
I did have like 3 health left. I can only blame him so much. And that amount is 0. That's how much I can blame him. If you could slam him into a wall,
Let's
that'd be
go.
great. Wow, you were really far away from the wall when you did that. Jeez.
He turned around at the last second. Broke something.
Think I broke his head?
Yep, horn's broken.
Okay. I don't think you can break it multiple times. I think it would say on the chart.
Maybe? I don't think it does with the Diablos, and you can break both of those horns individually.
Well, we definitely need to get his tail, because there's a chance to get it from carving his tail.
Cool. Well, we can do that now.
Yeah. And then we can focus him on the head afterwards, maybe. Ah, he's dancing on a drum. I wonder if that counts as a, I assume that counts as a roar, right?
It does, yeah. Let's go. Dragnator time, baby.
Man, this music rules. I know that's not news, but like, God.
Oh!
Don't pop it. Don't pop it. Don't pop it. I will tell you when to pop it. Come on, buddy. Focus on me. Focus on me. Pop it.
It's too far.
There.
You're done. You're done! Go, take this. Run through that way. Whoop! Real quick. Man, hit with everything with the last hit. Oh, looks like he's slammable again. Where the rocks at? There they are.
Fun subspecies solely because red, white, and black is like the best color selection, right?
Yes. Here we go. Oh, it's a really solid one. Like,
How have we not gotten that tail yet?
that's a really, it's got to be like a cut or two away. Like, yep, there we go. Literally one hit. Oh, let me just carve. Come on, man, let me carve. I watched The Big Lebowski again today. It's been
I was thinking about rewatching
years.
that.
It's been years since I've seen it. Man, I forgot how much good shit was in it. Like, I remembered it was good. I knew it was good. I remember, like, a lot of the lines. God, there's just so many, like, little things that are, like... Just all the little touches. It's just like an expertly... Oh, shit! It's just
Hey, you should come down here so we're not fighting up there. That's not the vibe tonight.
Just an expertly made movie. It's weird. It's wild to me that like a lot of people hated it when it came out.
Have you added Christ Barkley to your Steam friends list yet?
I don't think I have.
You should. His name's Taco Diablo.
Nice.
We were playing together earlier today, but then he had to leave to do something for his wife. So
Nice.
it's weird hearing talk. So like obviously it's possible for somebody to get married in their 20s, right? Like that's legally allowed.
Yeah, it was actually the norm for an extremely long time.
Yeah, yeah. However, I just assume whenever somebody talks about being married, they're in their like 30s or 40s.
It actually still is the norm, I think.
Anyways, I just assume that. Look, other than like 3 people from high school, I don't know anybody who is. So.
I guarantee most people you went to high school with are either already married or going to be in the next couple of years.
Yeah, probably. Don't make me too sad, man.
I mean, look, pretty much everybody I went to school with is married by now, and I do not envy them. Most of them seem miserable. Not because getting married is bad, but because they got married.
Women, am I right? Chris,
Yeah.
probably.
Oh, that old ball and chain. Huh. No, but just like because they have that kind of attitude about it. I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's very much the kind of place where the whole like, oh yeah, marriage isn't something you're supposed to enjoy. Like that kind of attitude, like all the jokes about it. Where it's just like, what's the actual joke here? Like. You know, that kind of thing. Our entire parents and grandparents generation were like a major part of their identity is talking about how much they hate their spouse. And it's just like, yeah, I don't know.
Hey, that's not true for me. I don't fucking know, man.
It's a extremely common thing.
I believe it's common.
Like it's great if you didn't have it, but like I guess also your parent like it's a second marriage, right?
Yeah.
So I guess it's part of it. It's
Although
like they actually
neither-
did. There's a large portion of the older population where, you know, divorcing is like not a thing you do. Like you're supposed to be unhappy in your marriage. Like that's genuinely like a commonly held belief by a lot of that generation.
Yeah.
And like getting married and having kids is a thing that like you don't do because it's a thing that's gonna make you happy. It's because it's a thing that you're supposed to do. Like, I mean, why wouldn't you? That's man, right when he rages. Okay.
He'd been in rage mode for a bit.
He wasn't raging. He wasn't like this.
Yeah. I think this is like a separate thing from being in rage mode for him. But I don't
I honestly
know.
can't tell because I think I think it's the same with the Rajang because it has like the hair going gold and then it has its arms going like getting hard, and those also seem like separate things, although they usually overlap.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are separate things. Because you can take him out of being furious if you beat up his tail.
Yeah.
Sort of, in
Unfortunately, the
theory.
tail is extremely hard to hit.
I broke his tail, and then it didn't take him out of being furious, so I think the handler
That's-
was just lying to me.
That's hilarious. I wonder if it's a thing. I wonder if it's just a thing where it shortens like the time bar on it, or it adds to his like fatigue meter or something. And it's not like genuinely a thing where you hit his tail and now he snaps out of it. I wonder if it just like reduces like whatever resource it's draining when he's in that mode.
within like the space of like 30 seconds, I was about to talk about looking at Facebook profiles of girls I had a crush on in high school, and then I was about to swap to talking about the fact that I got in an argument with somebody on Reddit today about whether or not the handler was cute, and I feel like there's a connection there.
No.
Oh boy, howdy. No, it's
baby.
because I say boy howdy so much.
That's the real problem. That's why you can't find a girl.
Yeah.
You better start saying girl howdy instead.
I'm gonna go see Black Widow and Wonder Woman 84 to prove that I'm not sexist. God.
Genuinely though, there are people who that's their move. There's this really fucking creepy guy who does like this comics podcast, and every time he has a girl on, it has to be a talk about feminism, and it's just so he can go like, yeah, well, you know, I think that girls should be allowed to be in comics, and it's like the most surface level like shit. It's just very clearly like a you just really want these girls to like you like situation. It's really fucking awkward.
Why do you listen to comics podcasts?
I don't.
So often,
I had friends who've been on it, and I've noticed that every time it's a girl who's on it, it's the same fucking conversation, and it's like this super surface level. Like, I think girls are neat. It's like, all right.
When are you gonna make the next episode of your comics podcast that you had for like a day?
That one's so heavily dependent on Tyler being interested. We weren't happy with it, and then we were trying to figure out how to actually make it something that we were happy with, and it didn't seem like we had the resources to do it in a way that we'd be happy with. And it's also like I think also the main thing is like I don't like the idea of doing things on a weekly schedule. Did you get your Sky Emerald, son?
I didn't, Dad.
Okay, well, there's still a chance.
Yes. A very, very small chance.
Yeah, it's always a small chance. That's the point.
It's always a small chance would be like a good song name.
That's fair. I should pitch that to incinerating chickens. They can put it on Glory Hole Economy.
I think that
What?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? What? You don't think incinerating chickens would make that song?
Wait, hold on. I did not get it.
Same. Man, I'm really loading up on other stuff though. Did my cat get it? No. He got a bunch of bugs though. Holy shit. He got a bunch of bugs. Yeah, I do not need to go out of my way to capture his bugs anymore, honestly. I've got plenty.
Wait.
Well, I've maxed out my research level on the Stygian Zinover. Clever clutcher. I guess that's the main thing, is like, there are comics that I want to talk about. I've been thinking about doing a God Country video in the style of the Burnout video. But...
Including the fake out?
But doing like a... No, not with a fake out, but like, just with that format of having like the green screen behind me and doing that stuff. I've been thinking about doing one in that style. Like... I've been trying to figure out like how to like what a good format would be for just talking briefly about things that I like, that where it's not necessarily like a deep discussion, but it's just like this is like a really cool thing, and like I think it's a thing you should check out. Because like I don't know, I'm not really interested in doing reviews, and I think that's another thing with the comic thing is it was a review, and I don't like the standing in front of a shelf telling you whether a thing is good or not. Like format of things. I don't know. It feels very visually uninteresting to me. It's certainly easier. Like,
Thing we want to do here?
I have no idea.
Okay, let me see if I have any Zinover Emerald things. Zinover, Stygian Zinover investigations yet. Manage investigations. By...
Holy
target.
shit, Will.
Yeah.
Because of all the stuff I've gotten from my cat with the plunder blade, just out of curiosity, I went to see how much I would get if I sold all my trade-in items. It's 3,286,250.
Cool. So I have a thing for Stygian Zinover. I have an investigation. So.
Okay, that's good. Just grab whatever gives you like gold, and let's go for
I
it.
mean, I only have one, but it
Okay.
does give me gold. So
Okay.
I'm going to assume that the move would be to do the same. One to take him out.
What's the time limit on it?
50 minutes.
Okay, cool.
It's basically just a regular hunt.
Cool. I was gonna say, as long as it's not like a 15-minute, I think we'll be all right.
So the voucher gives you like 2 times everything, right? That's like the
Double money.
it-
Double money, double resource points.
Okay.
I don't think it gives you like materials.
Good morning to you.
That was a little scary. Showy rugs. Showy rugs.
Okay, it does increase chances for drops. I thought it did.
Oh, cool.
If it didn't, I've been using them entirely wrong, and I was about to be very concerned. Okay.
Hey, you.
I'm gonna set it to 2 again because I'm gonna be honest.
You don't want Farkley jumping in?
Farkley is extremely bad at fighting the Stygian Zinover.
Did you fight this Zinover with him today?
Yes. He was having a rough time.
Alright. All's fair. I'm ready to pop a squat. Let's go!
All I want in life is to be in at least one situation in which I can legitimately scream, "Let's fucking go."
Have you not?
No.
I've done it a couple times.
Yeah, but you do things. I don't know why you're laughing.
I don't know. I feel like I don't do much. Oh shit, there's a Rajang on the field.
Well, there's not a Rajang where I am, and I'm fighting the Stygian Zinover, so get over here.
I'm coming, I'm coming. I'm finding Rajang footprints on the way. It's mostly, I'm just very excited to see a Rajang Zinogre, Turf War.
I think I've already seen one of those. I'm not 100%, but I think I have.
Whoop. I have arrived. Yep. Let me up.
This boy is just not letting me, okay, you know what? That's fine. Oh man, Steven's going to fix environmental damage?
Nice.
We did it.
What environmental damage are we going to take here?
I mean, I thought I was just kind of going for a joke about like him fixing global warming or something.
Oh. That's fair. I was just thinking, like,
But, you know,
what environmental damage are we going to take here?
does
Oh, I guess it's like
you know-
lava and shit, but like
Yeah.
none of it's here. He could have done anything else.
I thought the joke was very funny when it involved
It's great. It's great. I'm not making jokes. I don't do jokes. I'm just saying that was a bad tactical move, and he needs to like watch some guides or something.
Yeah, if you could just watch Eric's Gaming's guide to defeating Zinover and getting a Skymerald, that'd be great.
Is that what you have pulled up?
No.
Oh.
I assume he made one. The dude makes Monster Hunter videos.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't watch any I don't watch any Monster Hunter tubers.
I watch Gaijin Hunter, and that's about it.
I just have like an instant like I instantly pull back whenever anybody has like Gaijin in their name.
In fairness, the dude does actually live in Japan. He is not Gaijin Goomba, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna.
His primary output is, like, his job is he is a translator. And most of his stuff is translating news. I totally get it, because I wasn't subscribed to him for the longest time for that reason. But I recently was watching his stuff, his coverage of,
Yeah, it has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with him. It's entirely with what weebs have done to my impression of people who use Japanese words, just in general,
yeah, including Japanese people.
including Japanese people. God, Japanese people are the worst with the Japanese.
So, this is on your permanent record.
Imagine unironically saying "itadakimasu" in 2020.
I don't get it.
It's a.
You want more Itadeki? Are we speaking Spanish? What?
Okay, I appreciate the joke you're trying to make, but I genuinely need to know. Are you not familiar with itadakimasu?
I'm not.
Okay, so I guess actually this makes sense.
I think
This is
I
something.
think people say it in Yakuza sometimes.
Yeah, so it's a common Japanese phrase, and I guess actually this does make sense because this was a thing that was said a lot around the time that the scene kids were a thing, in that video and everything. Like the ones who were like weebs and they were like, oh, I love eating Pocky and all that stuff. Itadakimasu is what they say like before a meal in Japan.
Oh, okay.
It's their, yeah.
It's like saying grace.
It's like saying grace, except it's one word and it isn't religious at all. Yeah, it's just itadakimasu. It's just that.
So it's like, yeah. Or like, if you don't eat that, I'm going to fucking shoot you.
Yeah,
Or like,
it's exactly that. It's
peas, I'm going to make you
extremely
sit in the
extremely
kitchen.
aggressive. Yeah,
it's like, if you don't eat your peas, I'm gonna make you sit in this room for the entire night. And
It's
you're
Jap-
just gonna have to stare at them.
it's Japanese.
Because otherwise, you're not going to get any food tonight.
Okay.
Will, or
All
something
right.
like that. Just hypothetically.
I just watched that basil juice moonwalk. Oh, also there's a seething basil juice here now.
Yeah, I saw him earlier.
Did you see him moonwalk?
No.
Nice.
I was making a joke and you like didn't pick up on it, so you ruined it.
No, I picked up on it.
Yeah, but you didn't react to it.
Yeah.
How is React World doing these days?
I wonder, are the Fine Bros still doing all right? Has their content like just
like
completely
SS
like?
people.
I mean, they were never doing all right as people. There's always something. There's always something
I
deeply
assume, though,
wrong as people.
Like they're among the people that were I thought of as important in the past, and then I stopped paying attention to, and then they're still around, like Rhett and Link.
It's just funny because like Rhett and Link are creators and the Fine Bros aren't.
Apparently, Good Mythical Morning is still around.
It is, dude. Rhett and Link are probably like the greatest example of like somebody actually successfully like making a long-term business out of YouTube, and like actually having it be like a legit thing and not just like, man, the Pauls sure have made a fucking Trump-esque reality show style like empire around themselves.
I think a lot of the tech channels have done it well.
That's fair as well.
Linus Tech Tips, he's fully transitioned into being part of Linus Media Group at this point. That is a big-ass company that will exist long past his death.
Yeah.
Or retirement, whichever one comes first.
He's gonna keep working after death, probably, knowing him.
Well, he was saying earlier this year that he wanted to retire, and then people turned it into a meme. Oh well.
So, wonder how he feels about retirement.
Since then, he has become Punished Linus. He's grown a beard, and it's very funny. I cannot wait for Linus Media Group Sans Frontiers.
This Zinover's still running. He does not want anything from this Beetlejuice. Frankly, I don't blame him. Oh, he's going to the fun arena. Oh, wait.
Yeah, Amnesia Sans Frontiers is still the best title that we ever had for Brian's chat.
He might be heading to the Rajang.
Here's open. Can you, yeah, I was about to ask.
Thought I was going to miss for a second.
It never misses. Huh.
I guess.
Do you think if I reference that enough, that girl will date me?
I think somebody with her profile picture will date you. As long as you keep sending them money.
Cool. Thanks.
Get fucked!
I don't ever actually fallen for an e-girl.
You never
I've
actually
fallen for
an
girls
e-girl?
online, but not like a certified e-girl.
Yeah, the e-girl culture is weird to me. It's like an extreme end of the parasocial relationship thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's just that, but to like, it's just that combined with incel culture, basically, kind of, I guess.
Yeah. The best of both worlds, really.
Take the internet's two favorite things, put them together. What do you got? E-girls. Especially now that they're all becoming VTubers now instead. Like, it's combining the three favorite things.
I have mixed opinions on VTubers going mainstream. It's not that I enjoyed VTubers before, and now I feel like my culture is being appropriated or whatever. I know some people are upset about that.
It's something I think is weird when it's not ironic.
I think the VTuber thing is fine in isolation. Like it's like a funny little corner of the internet where you can pretend that you're watching an anime girl. I think it starts getting weird pretty quickly when it becomes like. I think it's interesting in the same way that like Hatsune Miku is interesting, right? But then in the same way that Hatsune Miku has like actual fans who are like fans of Hatsune Miku as a person, that does not exist.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's taking that concept and it's applying it to a medium that is that is about. Well, it's putting it in a medium that's way more about parasocial relationships. Like, the whole point of streaming is it's supposed to be like a very intimate thing. Like,
it's also what I find amazing. Yeah, focus on the head if you can. We still haven't broken that.
I'm trying. I just need to get him down in some way to get a real shot at it. Oh, that's one way.
So it's like with the KDA stuff, Riot has successfully turned their characters into like stars that have like Stan accounts and stuff. Like there are people with like Stan Akali in their Twitter bios.
Stan culture as a whole is just like deeply unsettling to me. To look at like a Tessa Violet tweet and then see like a bunch of replies from other people who all have Tessa Violet as their avatar, it's like really unsettling to me.
I commented on how good how good Mads Mikkelsen's performance was in Death Stranding the other day in a random tweet.
Night, Colby.
Three separate people with Mads Mikkelsen's avatars liked the tweet.
Yeah, right? Like, the amount of people who like, oh, this is an account where I just post a bunch of stuff about them, and it's a fan account, this isn't actually them. It's like, it's great that you're not pretending to be them, but also, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, still. Like...
Yeah. It's weird. I don't understand why... This is something I'd like to get, like, an actual answer to at some point. Why is the demographic for this stuff almost entirely girls across the board? I'm gonna say girls instead of women because I assume they're all like teenagers, younger.
Most of them are pretty young, yeah.
But like that's the culture. Like all of the stan accounts for boy bands and all of the stan accounts for girl bands.
That's what it is. Yeah, like it's
They're
like
all,
it's
all
continuing.
Girls. I don't know why.
Well, because it's always been that way. This is just like, it's just a different medium now. But like, it's always been like that. It was like that with the Beatles. It was like that with it was like that with James Dean. Like it's
Is there like scientific literature on why? I assume it's not like a biological thing. I assume it's a cultural thing.
a lot of it's a lot of it's based around marketing and is cultural.
Yeah.
It also, you know, stems from like the time period where women weren't supposed to really do much except look for a husband or whatever. So it's part of like that getting them like dependent on a man thing, I guess, is also like leaning into and trying to like influence like just obsessing over like, I don't know. It's weird. Because I do know grown women as well. Like now that I think about it, I do know grown women as well who like obsess over like One Direction and stuff still. Like the guys from One Direction. I guess One Direction doesn't exist anymore, but like, and yeah, it's fucking weird to me.
One day there's going to be a One Direction reunion tour, and it's going to sell out instantly, and we'll all be confused. Oh.
Did the horn break? Something broke on him. Is it the horn of the four legs?
Broke.
Is the horn?
Broke, and it the material it dropped for me was a bug, so you know.
That makes sense. He's very tired.
Well, he's not dead tired.
I would honestly like if you would leave this area that the basil juice is in.
Well, you could just use a dung bomb on the basil juice. That's legal.
I don't have one. He's
What?
running. He's running.
Why don't you constantly have dung bombs?
I don't like carrying shit around. If I
You
wanted to
take
do
up
that,
one inventory space.
if I wanted to do that, I'd go outside. Hey,
What does that mean?
New York smells.
Wait, so you carry it around when you see it outside?
Yes, it's part of the culture.
Okay. Just New Yorker things.
Yeah, just New Yorker things. You gotta pick and go like, oh yeah, that's some Queen shit. All right, how to find a way down here? You know, that kind of all that thing. The classic quote. I'm holding manure over here. All that stuff. God, this basil juice is just right on his ass. Alright. Alright, look, buddy.
Okay, just knock him in that direction, sure, whatever.
I don't give a shit. Just get away from me. He's in the fire now.
Oh, you got him in rage mode. Good job.
He's not in rage mode. He's just angry.
He's in rage mode.
See, now he's in rage mode.
Wait, he was in rage mode before. Look, buddy, I don't want to hear any of your bullshit. Okay, kick the nitro toad. Kick the nitro toad.
Get him, get him, get him, get him! Oh, wow. Look at that drop. Da-da-da-da.
Oh, I guess the thing here is that we only have a...
What?
No. No. Don't worry.
Da-da-da-da.
So, I mean, obviously, it should go without saying that stan culture is not exclusively a girl thing.
No, it's not. It's absolutely not. It's
I think
primarily
Kanye
that, and I
wants
think
to
it
dance.
comes from... I think it's basically an extension of, like, the whole Tiger Beat days thing, you know?
Stan of what?
Tiger Beat, where it'd be, hey girls, here's the heartthrob, but it was like a 90s
Oh, yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. I recognize that name, but it was just deep back in the recesses of my mind.
Yeah, that was a lot of... And that's the thing, is a lot of it is just social conditioning, and just saying, like, this is, you know, the way you should be, and the things you should do, and all that. And it happens for multiple reasons. Happens for business, happens for some people with insane power.
You know what I still think about sometimes?
How
I think about the
how
time
good
that
the
I was
opening
in
of
high
Metal Gear Solid
school.
5 is.
What?
How good the opening of Metal Gear Solid 5 is.
Well, yes. But more importantly, in high school, I took a college sociology course. Or... I think it was college sociology. It might have been college psychology. Either one. And we had this activity where we had to take a like a quiz. Yeah, I'm gonna fall off here. We had to take like a little quiz, not for points or whatever, but it was like a form, an activity. And the thing was that it was like, here's a list of activities, household activities, and you read or you write down on the list which of them you consider traditionally masculine and which of them you consider traditionally feminine, right?
Yeah.
And then the third option was non-gendered. You know, you consider like both people could do it equally. So I went through, and there was a lot of things from like, you know, housework, supporting a family, the usual answers, or the usual suspects. Supporting a family in terms of jobs and stuff. And I listed all of the things that I legitimately associated with it, because I thought that's what we were doing. I was like, and then we looked over, we assembled in groups and looked over everybody else. Fucking everybody else put non-gendered for everything. So I was like the one asshole who listed gender rules.
So they weren't being honest. They were
Either they were not being honest, or I am wildly.
They were
backwards.
100% not being honest. Like,
I was like, man,
we all have that shit like ingrained in us. Like
I just felt like such an asshole because I was like the only person who had that on. Man. Oh well.
okay, so now I know why you haven't been in a relationship in college.
Yeah.
This motherfucker just kept running.
Yeah. Wait, can I just let him go to sleep? Or is me being on this thing count as me being in the arena for the sake of him not going to sleep?
Could just put traps down and just like beat him up in the trap.
Yeah, that's true. Only pitfall traps though. Shock traps don't work on this ogre, I think.
I've used them on him.
They didn't used to.
He's just like perfectly jumping over it and around it.
No. So I accidentally set up 2 traps because I was trying to use a potion, but hey, whatever works. Oh
No.
come on. Okay, you know what? No. Don't chase after him. Don't chase after him. Let him sleep.
This motherfucker. I wish you could just pick up a trap instead of it like getting destroyed.
That would be a quality of life improvement I would appreciate.
Because when you just accidentally put a trap down because like you accidentally scrolled too far, like that fucking blows.
You brought bombs this time, right?
No.
Chris, what does your inventory going into a quest look like?
A lot of recovery shit. And
Like how many spaces does it take up?
1.5 rows. A little
Okay.
over 1.5.
Okay, mine is at 2 rows exactly. And that gives me as much. I have flash bombs. I have dung bombs. I have bombs. I have like barrel bombs. I have traps. I have everything you could possibly want for any situation. I have antidotes. I have null berries. How the fuck do I get on to this thing?
Just run into it. Just sprint into it.
Oh, on that specific surface.
No,
Okay.
any of it.
No, on most of them I just fall off. Oh, fuck. Well, that was not... that was not elegant, that was not beautiful, but it works.
I mean, look, he's close to dead. We're fine.
Aren't we all, man?
Unfortunately, no.
What is that supposed to mean? Hey, don't die.
I was planning
Don't
on it.
die.
Try not to. I just need a chance to... There we go.
Okay. Also, don't fight him up there. That's a losing man's gambit.
I just now learned how to use the wedge beetles around this arena well.
The wedge beetles in here. Huh.
Yep. Yeah, they're very good actually. If you're trying to get up, or if you just want to get like a mounting strike on them.
Need to not die.
Oh hey,
Oh,
the
shit.
basil juice just fell into that trap.
That's nice. Not useful, but it's nice.
It's good to know it didn't go entirely to waste.
Oh my god.
What?
I'm just getting decimated by this dude. And like, I don't know why it would be funny, but it's not even funny. Bro, I don't need environmental...
What if you
Whatever.
step on lava?
That's a really good point, actually. Oh my god, the basil is here.
Not enough traps. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. So close. Come on, man.
Okay, I dung bombed the... Dung bombed.
He's running again.
Oh my god, I dung bombed the basil juice, and it probably watches it goes exactly to where this guy's going.
I'm upset because I used my fucking temporal mantle for that fight and it went mostly to waste.
My trick to not wasting my temporal mantle is to not have a temporal mantle.
Oh my god, what are you doing?
Go down here, boy. Bear rights is left. I guess that's it for the Second Amendment then.
There we go.
Good job. Well,
Come on, come on, come on.
there's the Rajan.
There he is. Oh, he's running. He's running away? Oh, the basil juice scared him away, I guess. Everybody's afraid of the basil juice. Well, I did not get it from Carves.
Basil buddy. Oh, Basil friend.
I do have less trouble with this guy than I did with the first basil juice in vanilla. I don't know if it's just me getting better or if the power scaling is just different. But man, I remember, like, the original basil juice shut me down for a long time in vanilla.
You've gotten a lot better at him.
Yeah, but I'm sure a lot of that is just getting better equipment. Well, I
Good
got
update.
3 fucking tails for the special rewards.
I got 6 dragon holds, which are apparently very rare. I got 3 hard horns.
Well, I got so much stuff, and none of it is the Sky Emerald.
I got a VIP full bloom ticket. I got 2 Dracophage bugs, a Zinover lash, a hard claw.
I have over 20 of like everything except for the hard claw, and then fucking no Sky
Okay.
Emeralds.
Here's my question, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is hey, research level up on Rajan.
The desire sensors are really fucking us up right now.
I haven't pet my Poogle in a while. That's it.
Come on, man. Don't talk about that on stream.
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna have to leave real quick. I just need to pet the Poogle.
Oh man, that style of joke never gets old.
It hasn't been old yet.
No.
It might get old eventually, but like for right now, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Which is the 3rd tagline for cuties.
They're only good until they get old.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was
It's funny that like you took it that direction because I was planning to take it the opposite direction towards like I was planning to like go more in the direction of you just like it sucks if they I was trying to like do something along the lines of like something about like kids not getting old, some kind of like dead kids joke. But I was in the process of that when the cuties thing happened, and fuck. All right, let's take a look at the armor. Take a look at my armor. Already 11.
my armor is
So
amazing.
Velkhana is. It's so wild to me that yeah, the Stygian armor is rarity 11 when some of the other stuff is that's like below it is rarity 12. But it really does look like just Elder Dragon stuff is what's 12 and that's it. I have no rhyme crystals. I'm assuming that's the thing that you get from Guiding Lands.
Yeah. That's, yeah, you have to mine in the tundra, and there's only one mining spot at a time in the tundra, so. How does melding work?
So you can throw a bunch of gems that you don't want in the pot and turn it into a gem that you do want. Stuff like that. It's that general thing. I don't do it very much because you need like a lot of gems to break down to turn it into something else. You can also make charms there, I believe.
Yeah, so I've done that before, right? But I wonder because I have like I can make I can't make a Stygian Zinover Skymerald, but it's an option on here. So what would I need to make that? Is it possible to get that stuff at this point? Like,
Let me take a look at that. Oh, I can make one.
what do you have that you can use to make it?
A Celestial Wyverian print.
How to get Celestial Wyverian print?
It looks like that lets you make any of the any of the high rank. Yes, I can make the Raging Brachydios, carve, the Raging carve. Yeah, this is very good actually. I mean, I'm trying to decide if I should spend one of my prints on this or not. Which thing do I need? I think I need a Velcana crystal.
Well, I mean, look, if we're still going to be doing Stygians and Ogre hunts,
Yeah.
then there's no reason to spend it before then. But if we're not, because I have everything I need other than that.
There's something, I think, did I need a Velcana? I need 2 Velcana lashes. I don't need to. I do need 1 crystal to get this all the way to 12, though. Okay. I do want to do that, so I should get a Velcana crystal. Although I need to hunt Velcanas anyways. So, yeah, I shouldn't do it unless it's the only thing I need left.
Hold on.
That might actually be worth it, though.
Hold on.
What?
If I hunt a Master Rank Uragon, and I get, and I do another event quest. If we hunt a Master Rank Uragon in an event quest, I get.
Oh,
I
you're
complete all
talking
its
about
bounties,
finishing your bounties? Yeah.
Then I get a Celestial Wyverian print.
Cool. I can do that because then, yeah, I wouldn't mind getting an extra Wyverian print either.
Yeah. So let's see. Let's see. Is there an event quest with an Uragon?
Yeah, this is the only one I have left is one more event quest, 1 Uragon. There's got to be, if it's not just the Uragon, there's got to be one that at least has an Uragon in it.
There is.
Found it?
It's Fired Up Bruisers. You're hunting a Glavenus and an Uragon at the same time.
Ugh. I mean, nothing we haven't done before.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if there is another one, but there probably isn't.
Yeah, most likely.
Well, I mean, when you do Alt Rock Recess, which is hunting a Bamboro, an Uragon, a Brachydios, and a Zerrathalos, and a Basil Juice.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
There's always that.
I'm not doing that. Hey, it's got extra points too, so that's nice.
Yeah, I'll post it real quick. Or I will set it to 2, so Christ Farkley doesn't join. Again, sorry, Christ Farkley. I don't. No, you know what? No.
You're bringing it back?
No. Leave quest. Christ Farkley. I want him in. Is he currently playing? Is he currently in a quest?
Let's see.
He's currently on an expedition. I'm going to post it, and I'm going to have it set to 3 players.
Okay.
I'll just leave it open. Fuck it.
I mean, what are the odds that somebody jumps in?
Oh shit. Where is it? Fire to bruisers. There we go. And just instantly somebody else joins in.
Yeah. Or
Not saying
you're
that's
just
funny.
talking. Okay.
Let's go.
I was talking. I almost forgot to pet the Poogle. Hold on.
God damn it.
Oh, I don't have it.
You don't have a Poogle?
No, I have my Poogle. I don't have my convenient comedy zipper right next to me that I could unzip into the microphone.
I'm done. I'm
What?
not gonna do this.
What? Like...
I think this will be the last hunt because I'm getting tired, and we've done a fair amount.
So like, it's not that I just have like a standalone zipper, although that would be a very good prop, and I probably should order one. They can't be that expensive, right?
Probably.
But like, I usually have my jacket next to my computer.
I'm just gonna Amazon comedy zipper real quick. Oh.
Zipper.
Wow, all this looks really bad. Oh my god! Zip Zip Zipper by Onision is available for streaming on Amazon.
Sorry.
One of the top
Oh, okay.
results is Zip Zip Zipper by Onision, and it's him in a banana suit staring very creepily straight at the camera.
Here's Johnny Knoxville and Grand Theft Parsons, which for some reason showed up.
I also saw that. Yeah. Just a lot of shit that looks real bad.
Oh man, Sex sent me to ER is free with Prime.
Yo.
What a deal!
I'd pay good money for that.
I Caught My Pecker and My Zipper by David Lieb Hart is 99 cents.
Is that guy trying to be a Chuck Tingle? So I dropped right on the Glavinus.
Rules of Engagement, a single dad, friends to love. Oh, okay, I get it. It's a single dad, friends to lovers, romance. Book 3 of 6 in the Platonically Complicated series.
Platonically complicated.
Dennis Swanberg's VHS tape.
There's a stand-up special on there. I guess because I typed in comedy, it makes sense. I'm curious what else this guy has zipper-related in his routine that made them specifically recommend him.
If I just look up comedy on Amazon, what is it? Okay, here's my question, right? I don't browse Amazon on my Steam browser ever. Why is it that when I look up comedy, the first two suggested sponsored ads are both romance novels with shirtless guys on the cover? Is that like the average, like Amazon is picking up the average first viewer of Amazon?
That's very possible. It could also be one of those new drones they got. It's been watching you.
Maybe. There's Jojo Rabbit. That makes
Yo,
sense.
I love Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah, we know you're white. There's What Men Want.
Okay, fucking Tenet. Like, I'm sorry, you don't get to say that's so white to my taste when you're like the biggest Zack Snyder and Christopher Nolan apologist on the server.
Fair, you know?
Like, I'm not, what am I? Oh, and James Cameron. Yeah, like there's like, yeah, no.
Okay, I'm not a James Cameron apologist. There's no apologies to be made.
Yeah, yeah. Same old song and dance. Okay, Whitey. Jesus Christ. For a fucking Taika Waititi film.
Yeah. That one was weird because it was when I was in the Gaming Brit shows server.
Yeah.
There was a few people in there, including Udaba, the person who has the extremely viral Todd Howard going around.
Extremely viral Todd Howard. What?
There was a Todd Howard tweet about buying his game every month forever now that it's on Game Pass. That a lot of people were retweeting, and Rory posted in the chat and stuff. And I thought it was funny because the person who posted it was somebody I knew. Anyways,
Okay.
Udaba fucking hated Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah.
Convinced he was a Nazi sympathizing.
Wait, their interpretation of that was that it was Nazi sympathizing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they like.
That's a hell of a take.
So you know, I guess I shouldn't misrepresent it or whatever. Are you gonna be fighting the Glavenus while I'm fighting the Urgon, or like what's the?
I think this will play, yeah.
Okay.
At least for now. Although it just ran away. I'm hoping they'll get close to each other at some point. Because right now they're just really
you
not.
ship them?
Yeah.
Shipping real people is always weird.
Yes, I agree. Which is, I mean, a huge part of the stam culture and shit.
I still think that's the weirdest thing I've ever read.
What?
When I was back when I had that group of friends that I used to have back in 8th and 9th grade. One person wrote a fan fiction about me and the girl I was dating at the time, which was weird as hell.
When you say fan fiction, was it one of those kinds of fan fictions?
No, not really. It was just like relationship stuff. We got married at the end.
Yeah, that's still pretty weird.
It was.
Even if it wasn't about you guys fucking, like, that's still weird.
In general, that wasn't like a... I mean, whatever.
Oh, Jesus.
I pay my therapist to talk about that group of friends for the rest of my life. I don't drag it into this.
I mean, no, I think talking about how that was a weird fucking thing is perfectly valid.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm just trying to, like, figure out, like, how you come out of it. I can understand people, like, being put off, like, by the initial premise, I suppose. But, like...
So, yeah, back to Jojo Rabbit. The main scene that bothered them, right, was the bit about, the guy, Sam Rockwell's character getting redeemed, basically, was the bit that didn't vibe with them at all.
What?
They thought it was played off as like, haha, funny guy who ended up doing a good thing despite literally running a camp for kids.
Wait, so they completely missed the entire point of his character, then?
No, they got it, sort of. Like I don't think they missed the point of the movie. They just had a very different relationship with what they saw in it than
The reveal was literally that he was actually like sabotaging the Nazi party from the inside the whole time.
Yeah, but
Like,
also he got the sad death and stuff. Like that was the
that's fine, but the point was that he the camp was like
I liked the movie. You're not having to convince me.
I know. I'm just like man, that's just like really bad media literacy.
I don't think it is.
Yes it is.
It, no, I'm doing a bad job of explaining it.
Like the point was that he
Like,
wasn't a
don't-
Nazi. Like
For I don't especially after I directly named them. Don't like take.
no, I'm writing a very strongly worded letter to their but like where do they work?
Don't take my rephrasing of something they believe to be a statement of their ability to think through things or whatever. They're don't do that.
It's a bad take. Bad takes deserve to be shot. No, I'm not gonna do anything. I don't see the problem in pointing out that like that's
Yeah, I know, but also I don't like we didn't talk about it much because because it was like a very fundamental like if you like this movie, you are not a person worth engaging with kind of conversation bit.
then that's
So
that's phenomenally stupid. Oh well.
yeah,
Like that just makes it sound like
but
yeah.
I don't want to misrepresent it anymore than I already have.
I mean, it's not a big deal. Like, because you're definitely not the only person I've heard that from.
And it's weird, right? Internet friends that you no longer talk to are weird territory. They are also, incidentally, the biggest Zack Snyder fan I've ever met. So
Okay. That's too far.
they like Man of Steel is like their favorite movie.
All right, I'll drop it. I don't want you to be uncomfortable. As long as we can just agree that some people shouldn't have rights, which I think is a fairly uncontroversial statement. So we can just leave it at that and move forward. That is actually one of the funniest things I think I've seen was that meme was going around. It's like post 4 your favorite movies and let your followers like tell you if you have rights. Haha, like that whole thing. And I saw people like posting it and then like clarifying. They're like, I didn't mean to offend anybody who actually is afraid of rights being taken away. It's just and like becoming like a big like thing of like having to backpedal and like explain that they weren't serious about like losing your rights. And I don't know. I think that's one of the most bizarre, like. I think that's one of the most bizarre like instances of that phenomenon of like. I'm trying to imagine somebody like genuinely like being upset at that meme basically, and that feels like it would be pretty.
It depends on like the. It depends on the person that's saying it and the crowd it's drawing in. Like, there are going to be people who, if they posted that, their entire mentions would be flooded with people saying, "Oh, you don't deserve rights because you're trans."
That's fair. I also feel like it's
an unrelated issue,
yeah,
largely. But
I feel like that
is,
exists outside of the meme, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I think that's actually like pretty reasonable. That phrasing is particularly harsh. Obviously, I don't think it's the meme's problem. But when I saw people posting that, that did go through my mind as like that's kind of a
It's definitely harsh, but it's also just. I mean, it feels like self-satirical, right? Like that's like the whole point,
Yeah.
because it's not supposed to be something you take seriously.
That said, horny people do not have rights.
Yes,
That's just, yeah.
you've only. You only have as much power as. No, I'm not going to carry that through. That's just. Never mind. Oh, I thought he was going to roll all the way here and I was going to fuck him up.
Oh, that didn't happen, so.
Yeah, I'm pretty bummed about it. The Tigrex kept following the Glavenus around, so I was just like, yeah, I'm just going to peace out of here. Like,
Ah, you said Glavenus.
you got a problem with it?
Yeah, I do actually.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Thank you for acknowledging that.
I won't say it anymore. Ugh. Give me that tail. Oh, I forgot they call it a scoot. Makes me happy.
Man, you have no idea how excited I was to find out that Anthony was also excited for Zack Snyder's Justice League. Do you
He's
know
just
how it feels to feel truly alone?
He just feels like a he's just a big old comic boy. And that's the thing. Tyler's excited about it too. Like for people who are like just excited about like seeing these characters, like it's great. It's never a bad thing that
this
these
time
movies
it'll be good.
exist.
I mean, I
Is
don't
that-
know. Ant-Man and the Wasp was like pretty bad.
You can't complain about that and then defend Snyder's DC movies. I'm sorry.
No, I absolutely can.
No, you. Oh no.
No, I can because, and this is, I think this is this is actually valuable insight here. They're kind of like polar opposites. Because Ant-Man and the Wasp was fine. It was memorable. Or it wasn't memorable, but it had like good actors and nice special effects and clever writing and some funny scenes and some bits, right? It was fine. But I could not tell you a single thing that happened during the entirety of that movie.
I guess I just
Say
don't
what
think
you
it's
will.
better when something is extremely memorable because it was like shockingly bad. I guess.
I mean, obviously I don't think these things are shockingly bad. But like, to the extent that certain parts of them are shockingly bad, I still think it's more interesting that it took a risk that didn't land.
I feel like they
Right,
never
like-
take risks. I don't think they take risks though. They're extremely safe movies. I don't think any of them really take risks, honestly. Like Marvel or DC.
And I think that's part of what Justice League was like, what Zack Snyder's Justice League has me excited about, right? Is like, this was a movie that, for various reasons, even before it got actually canceled and replaced with fucking Joss Whedon's Nightmare, it was still getting repeatedly, violently cut down and changed because it was too weird. The fact that like we're actually getting it and it's released as an IMAX full frame 4-hour long fucking like what? This isn't how superhero movies are made. This is exciting and cool and weird. Man. And there was so much cool shit in Batman vs Superman. I didn't love that movie across the board, but there was so much cool shit.
It was one of the dumbest things I think I've seen in theaters.
The opening of that movie being the final scene of Man of Steel, but from the ground level, is like probably the best, one of the best movie openings I've ever seen. In that genre, right? I'm not fucking comparing Batman versus Superman and like Chunking Express, but like
As far as like opening, all right. So I've never been a big Spider-Man guy, but as far as like openings, I feel like Spider-Man movies tend to nail the opening like more than others. Like, and I think a lot of it is just the fact that Spider-Man is a property that lends itself to like using music really well. Like that opening sequence for Spider-Verse is fucking phenomenal. But then also they still did it well in Far From Home, and like even the Spider-Man Even the Spider-Man PS4 video game, like, has like an incredible musical opening.
I cannot even tell you what Far From Home's opening was.
Or not Far From Home. Homecoming. I haven't seen Far From Home.
Are we just talking about the? Well, okay. I'm pretty sure Far From Home opened with the. Far From Home's opening actually really frustrated me.
Yeah.
Because it was like a news montage of the. So you know how Homecoming talked about the events of Civil War, but from the perspective of like a general population that doesn't care about it. So it was like, oh, haha, they're playing a video with Captain America, and the gym teacher jokes about him being a war criminal. It's like, oh, that was funny and good in Homecoming. That was really good. And then they do the same shit, but with half of the entire species dying at the beginning of Far From Home.
Well, that's really weird.
And that is like, oh, here's the funny news montage where they talk about the blip and people show up on a basketball court in the middle of the game and there's two mascots and it's wacky. It's like, I don't know about this one.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, that was like a lot of Far From Home's issues for me. Was it like it took place? It had like. It was also an issue with Homecoming to some extent. Is like the Vulture's entire thing was that he was being abused by, like, the upper class, and then he was the villain.
Yeah.
Because he was selling technology that he took from it. I don't feel like that movie made a compelling case for him being a villain.
If they had taken it beyond that and actually been like and actually like gone after the people who like were responsible for him being in that situation, it would have been something. But I don't know. And that's the thing is like I don't really like the movies much beyond just like it's fun to put on like sort of thing. Anyways, but like I didn't even see Endgame.
Endgame was fine.
Like genuinely, the one with Infinity War made me not want to see Endgame. Like I lost all interest in seeing it.
So
after
here's the secret about Endgame. The first like 35 minutes of that movie fucking ripped. Like everything up until the title card, and then everything up until they start figuring out a solution is amazing. Like the opening of that movie blew my fucking mind. And then they undo all of it. And not like even literally undo it, but like totally undo it. Like of course they're going to defeat the bad guy and restore the status quo. Whatever. I'm not upset about that. But the opening of that movie, I don't know, it makes it feel like it's possible that that's not what's going to happen. It's a movie where like the first 35 minutes are spent.
See, and that's the thing, and that's why I mean like they don't. So after Infinity War, I was talking to Gordon about it. He's a huge comic guy and everything, and he's very into the movies. And he's just like I can't believe they took that risk with Infinity War. I'm like, they didn't take a risk. It's like yeah, they like killed off all the characters. Like that's not a risk because you know they're gonna bring them back. Like it's manipulative. It's not risky because they're cashing in on the emotional investment they've had to like give these characters. It's not a risk. They know people are gonna come back and see the next movie. It's one of the safest things they could have done to guarantee that they would have another best-selling movie.
Risk is definitely the wrong word there, but I get what he's going with. It's specifically the point in the story where it left off.
Well, what it is
specifically like ending this big summer. I know what it is, but ending this big summer blockbuster film with a scene where it's literally just the characters mourning the death of their friends and family, and watching kind of the face of the entire brand die in his father figure's arms, crying. And then it just cuts to fucking black and piano music plays. Like, I get it, obviously. But it was effective, and it was cool, and it was weird, and it wasn't where I thought that movie would end.
It wasn't effective. It was exactly what I thought was going to happen. Like,
That's
and then
fine.
and
Fine, you're a fucking genius. Congratulations.
no, it's not that I'm a genius.
But
It's
for
just
the vast
it's just
majority
that's what I
of
mean.
people
Is
that
like what.
watched and enjoyed that movie, it was good.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's what bugs me about it. Is like it gets, you know, when they say like it's taking a risk. It's like, no. The point is that it's supposed to make you think it's taking a risk. It's
Yeah,
manipulative,
of
and
course
I
it
don't
wasn't
like it.
taking a risk, but it was effective filmmaking.
It feels manipulative to me, I guess. Is
And
the
like
thing. And I don't like that.
that's fine. All of movies are manipulative. That's like art. Like I don't
No, I
what?
disagree. I disagree from like so. I don't think that's art. I think that's entertainment. That's branding. It's a lot of things, but I don't think it's art because what did they have to say? Like and that's the thing, and it doesn't have to be, but that's like what I mean is like it's not that it's bad, and I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm saying it got talked about.
Start
What's that?
holding out the art card to things that achieve a certain level of quality. Is that what we're doing?
No, it's not. It has nothing to do with quality. It's about like the way that it presents it, and it's just like why they don't interest me. Like, it's like about why it doesn't interest me. Like,
Okay.
because ultimately, like, it's not about anything. There are some of them that I think are about things. Like, I do think like the Iron Man movies like do better than most in terms of like having something to like think about. Even then, it's still like
Like,
light,
I'll
and that's
say,
fine.
like,
It doesn't
as
need
a
to be.
like, if you are going to argue for a thing to be about a thing, I don't particularly love Endgame, right? But I think you could make a pretty strong argument that it is a movie about how saving the people you love is worth risking your life. And like that's a movie trope, and that's an action trope or whatever.
Yeah, but
That's also a theme. And the fact that it's a tropey one doesn't stop it from being one.
but that's what I mean though. It's just that's why I feel like the Infinity War thing. I feel is manipulative in that I feel like it was trying to say that it was a lot more than it was, or it was like trying to make people like feel like it was more than it was, which is fine. And yeah, it's effective as like a thing, but like to me, it's just like makes me like roll my eyes, and I like just don't really want to. I had no interest in seeing the next one.
Fine, that's fine. I mean, I'm just like I've had this discussion before. Again, I'm not a particularly big Marvel fan. I don't like the movies. I don't think I'm ever going to see a new Marvel movie. That in mind,
I wish
I
I
mean,
could
I'm
power
gonna
up off the
see
body.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and I'm gonna see.
I don't know if I will. I liked one, but I didn't really like two.
I might see Doctor Strange 2 because Sam Raimi's doing it. But like broadly speaking, I'm done with Marvel.
It's really fucking weird to me. Like Raimi's filmography is fucking wild to me.
But yeah, like I'm not a big Marvel fan. But I will go to bat for Infinity War. I will not go to bat for Endgame because I think it specifically throws away a lot of the stuff that made Infinity War interesting. And I think you can argue for Infinity War, and I'm not saying you have to see Endgame, right? But I think you can argue for Infinity War more effectively when you see how little Endgame bats for the same things. Like the opening of Endgame is fucking amazing. Like you don't care, right? And nobody's watching. Like there's nobody
Yeah, nobody's watching.
who could care. Okay. Um,
Anybody? So the thing with
Endgame
Endgame is
was-
anybody who would care would have seen it by now.
That's also true. The opening of Endgame is like the first like 5 minutes of the movie are Hawkeye is on his farm with his family, and they just start disappearing, and the movie just opens up, and it's fucking horrifying. And then it cuts to the battlefield where this stuff was happening before, and or where the end of the first movie happened, and they decide that they're going to go kill Thanos and win. And then within the first like 15 minutes of the movie, they fly out to where he lives, find him, find out that they lost, chop his head off with an axe, and then it cuts to title card. Then it skips forward 5 years, and people are fucking like the world's a mess and everybody's depressed, and that's the mood. That movie sits in that mood for like the next 20 minutes, and it's fucking amazing that they like, for only a second, due to the fact that the movie's marketing showed like nothing, the movie like was like, oh shit, are they actually going to do something weird and different with this? And then they make a time machine, and
Didn't
then
really
the
make a
rest
time
of the
machine.
movie, like the crux of the middle 2 hours of that movie, the middle 2 hours of that movie, is that they're just going back to popular scenes from previous movies and saying, wow, okay, so this is this, and wow, remember the Battle of New York? And making jokes and cracking wise, and there's lots of humor, and
That's
the ending
legitimately
is-
worse than I expected.
yeah. It sucks. It's bad. And like when I was watching it, I was passively enjoying it. I was passively enjoying it in the same way that I passively enjoyed other Marvel movies, you know? I enjoyed I enjoyed Infinity War enough to see it twice in theaters. Because I loved it. I thought that the ending was awesome and exciting and weird and new and emotionally charged. And I thought that a lot of stuff leading up to that was cool. And Endgame, I almost didn't make it through one sitting. And then gets to the end, and Iron Man dies, and there's a big funeral scene, and it's sad, sort of. And they do a big credits montage, and the movie closes on Captain America having gone back in time so he could live his life with his woman he used to love. And like, that's kind of weird because it undoes all of his character progression for all of the movies where he learned to live with the fact that she died and whatever.
Yeah, it also is kind of funny to think that like, yeah, like nothing changed in the time that you've been there. And I guess it's like the big sweeping romantic thing of like, after all these years or whatever. But
Well, I mean, it works within the context of the movie. Like, I didn't explain it particularly well. That particular bit isn't important. Just the bit that's important to me is like that movie's first 30, 35 minutes are spent residing entirely in the tone that Infinity War ends on. And I loved it, and I thought it was cool. And then it very quickly just goes back to cracking jokes and being funny and Hulk handing tacos to people and accidentally crushing them. And like, there's a scene in the opening of that movie where Ant-Man comes out of a thing he's been trapped in for years. And he is wandering through like the ruins of San Francisco, and he meets his daughter, who is an adult now, and it's like fucking Paul Rudd delivers an amazing dramatic performance there. It's like, what the hell? This is not the direction I was expecting this movie to go. He is confronting the death of the people he loves. And then it just, I don't care about them undoing it, right? I cared about the way they handled that. That's what I'm saying in long. Like it is entirely possible to take the ending of Infinity War and take it to a point where it's all undone. You could make that happen. And I wouldn't care.
it could like that's
But they
what, like
didn't do
it
that.
could have been done well, and I was open to the idea that that could happen. And then like the movie came out, and I like paid attention. And I basically like I literally told Tyler, I was like, I feel like this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. And he's like, yeah, you're probably not gonna. He's like, yeah, it's that. I was like, yeah, I figured. Okay. And it's just
Like Infinity War's ending left it open, right? It left it open, and it felt like there was potential, and it could be weird or different or sad, and that just didn't exist.
I feel like you can make a good movie out of any premise if you actually like approach it the right way. Like, I don't think you ever wind up in a situation where it's like, yeah, it's just impossible to make a good movie out of this.
Yeah, that's why.
But like,
I mean, that's why I think Infinity War was like interesting, right? It was like there were a lot of bad premises there. That entire premise of the movie of like splitting up and you're following like 20 separate characters across 3 planets And like beyond just the complexity of orchestrating that script, you also have the fact that you need it to end on an emotional note in a franchise that has never really done that. And I think it worked. I don't know. Okay.
I don't know. For me, it did too many things where it's just like it did enough things that were just like there's no reason for it to happen this way, except that they're trying to make like this specific story beat happen that I just couldn't get invested. And it was just like,
Yeah, that's fine. Like I like the moment in Infinity War where they drop down onto the field and the theme kicks in and Thor slams his hammer across and that was fun. I liked it. There were lots of scenes that I liked. I liked Infinity War. I fucking liked Infinity War a whole lot, and I didn't like in the game. And thinking through that is, I think, interesting. And I watched Far From Home because I was like, okay, this is allegedly, according to the Marvel executives and stuff, Far From Home is the end of the series, right?
was that true, or was they just trying to get people in?
Well, it not necessarily the end of the series, but it was like the end of the arc.
Yeah.
And it was like an epilogue, sort of. And I guess. But I think it was mostly just trying to get people in. It was like they spend some time dealing with the fallout of Tony Stark's death and how it affected gotta go Venus Mantle. How it affected
Oh, so did I.
his,
Wait, why do I
his
have 3 of these?
son figure.
Huh.
And like it was okay.
I think
Jake
the only
Gyllenhaal
one
killed it.
I think the only one that I would like go out of my way to watch again would probably be Ragnarok. If only because like that one was just funny in a way that the other ones aren't really, and I appreciated
Yeah,
it.
Ragnarok was a good time. Jesus, I talked to the person at the phone again because I forgot what game I was doing.
Okay. You can now make your fucking Skyworld.
In theory, let's see.
Oh wow.
Because
Got a lot of such
I don't
training.
know
Nothing can
what
stop
the
us.
policy is on
What the policy is on what?
like we'll see. On melding, because it just wasn't showing me the option to meld it at all. So I assume I should be fine, but I don't know if there's something I need to unlock secretly.
It might have been because you hadn't gotten one of those things before, and so now a bunch of
Stygian.
stuff's gonna open up for you.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Stygian's and Ogre Skyworld. Meld.
I don't think I've ever hunted a Master Rank Lavasieth, and I don't think I want to. It is funny how there's a couple monsters that just kind of feel like they were forgotten.
Forge equipment, armor.
Like, yeah, you never fight a Great Gyros, you never fight a Palumo, you never fight... I don't think you fight a Great Jagras either. I think they just always shown up when I was around. Man, the Volcano fight was good.
Yeah, the Volcana fight was great.
Master rank 70 for those final monsters. Jeez, there's an event quest that's just hunting 2 Rajang in an arena. Oh, that's for the muscle outfit. It'd be really fun to get that. Scarred Yongaruga? The fuck is that? There's an event quest for the Runer Gigante that's Master Rank 100. This is just hunting Ashara Ishvalda? We can do that.
Change equipment. Set decorations.
There's a special arena quest for hunting a Palumu and a Nightshade Palumu. It's called Balloon Fighter. Or Balloon Fight.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
Man. I really need to decide like what end game equipment I want and start working towards it. Like I'm at the point now where I feel like I can start planning that out.
So I still do want to stick to the thing I was talking about, but I also have
Ooh. That's a bummer.
my total.
Let's see.
Oh, hello, little one.
Can I make... Oh. Apparently I can't. That sucks. Wait, what's Guild Alchemy? Oh, and that's how you upgrade the weapons. I should save that for when I actually get to the equipment that I want to take into the end game. Interesting. Man, some of these upgrades kind of suck. Just in terms of like, they don't actually like. It does kind of bum me out how some of them just don't change appearance at all when you take them through like their final levels.
On the swords.
On
Yeah.
weapons, yeah.
Yeah, that was frustrating. He's like, I put a lot of work into upgrading that Rekidios blade, but you could not tell that it was a different blade. Oh well.
I guess I understand, like, ooh, I could make a Nurgle greatsword. Like, I guess I understand the concept of, like, not wanting to, have a different design for, like, one where it's just like, oh, from Icicle Blizzard 1 to Icicle Blizzard 2. But, like, when it changes name, at least, it should change appearance. Okay. I gotta hunt some Rathalos. Someday. Not now. Oh, I should do that. That's very good. What time is it? 12:30? Okay. Oh, I'm gonna wrap up the stream.
Right, the stream's going.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I forgot. I just like, I looked over and I was like, oh yeah, Twitch is up. Oh, fuck. Right. Well, if you're lurking, thanks for lurking. If you're watching the VOD, thanks for watching the VOD.
If you're watching this and there's a criminal trial going on that involves like taking information from this VOD or using it from a court of law, please keep in mind that anything we said during this event is not legally binding because I said so.
Yeah, all you have to do is just say,
unless it's in my favor.
Yeah, if you tell the courts that they can't do anything, they can't, like, they have to have your consent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
That's an important part of how the system works.
All right. Have a good night.